Alrighty guys, what's going on everybody? Welcome back here to a Sunday evening tropical weather update, my friends. This will be the last and final update on Cracker Barrel. Once again, this is the official nickname I've given it. It is Hurricane Cracker Barrel. Well, Tropical Storm Cracker Barrel right now. But I tell you what, my friends, she is close. She is close to a hurricane. We are getting there. Right now, she is sustained of 70 miles an hour, so we're just 5 mile an hour short from this thing becoming a hurricane again. So we're right there in upper, as far upper tropical storm as we can get right now. So 70 mile an hour sustained with gusts up to 75. Here soon, we're likely going to transition into hurricane strength. I would say probably very soon, if we're not already nearing hurricane strength right now. Like I said, you know, in the latest satellite imagery, you can actually see here. Here, let me go ahead and just pause it on the latest here, so I can show y'all. There is a big new band of convection starting to occur to the south of the storm. There's also another big band here of convection starting to kick off in the north. So this is starting to show some pretty good signs that this thing is starting to pick up some strength pretty quickly. So that is going to be a concern, but we'll get into that here in a minute. But what's up, everybody? Let's go and see who we got so far today. We got Isaac, we have Lots, we have Jack, let's see here, Steven, Kathleen, Andrea, Chris, Lily, Ponderosa, let's see here, Hydra, Tom, saying thanks, I appreciate you. No problem, Tom, anytime, man. Adam, let's see here, we got Steven, Ohio, we have, I don't even know how you say your name, but saying what's up, good? Hope you're doing good, man. Let's see, we have Big Juan, we have Raven, let's see here, Calvin, Mac, what's up guys? Could use a chicken fried steak from Cracker Barrel. I could use some of their dumplings. Dude, ever since I've been talking about, you know, the storm being called Hurricane Cracker Barrel, I've been really wanting some of those. But anyway, so hopping back on into it, y'all. So like I was saying, yep, she is right on the verge of being a Category 1. We're going to hop over here to the Hurricane Center here overall. This is the current vitals of the storm. Here's the latest cone as well. So she is currently, like I said, an upper-level tropical storm, sustained winds of 70 miles an hour, moving to the north-northwest at 12 miles an hour. Like I said, y'all, this cannot be compared to Harvey. I know a lot of people have been being like, this is kind of similar to Harvey. People have been saying that. It's not. It's not similar to Harvey at all. So whenever it comes to it here, so like I said, it is actually moving, unlike, you know, Harvey did. Harvey just kind of stopped in mid-track and just kept on, you know, just sitting there. And this is not. So this one's moving north-northwest at 12 miles an hour, sustained winds of 70 miles an hour here overall. So that is essentially what we are seeing here. Now, this thing is expected to make landfall here for basically really early tomorrow morning. I'm going to try, man. I'm going to try to be here. You know, this is going to be pretty darn early. Let me go and hop you guys back to the main view here. So upon landfall, this is going to be taking place here maybe around like 3 or 4 o'clock Eastern, so 2 or 3 o'clock Central Time. Is kind of whenever this thing's going to be making that landfall. So as of the latest information from the Hurricane Center here, we are seeing the storm here upon landfall, sustained right around 85 miles an hour with gusts up to 105. So it looks like low-end hurricane, kind of low to mid-end Category 1 strength is what it's going to be at by the time it makes landfall. I'm starting to get to the point where I kind of think it'll still remain in Category 1 territory because, you know, she's running out of water here. Overall, you can see that central low is right in here, and we only got about that much of a gap left. I mean, there's enough room for maybe, you know, the storm becoming a mid-level Cat 1, but starting to kind of run out of room here. Do I think it'll be a Cat 2? I'm starting to lose hope on this thing being a low-end Cat 2 at this point, considering it's coming right up on shore, and it's things, you know, expected to make landfall here within like the next what is it, like within the next 6 hours or so. So it's, you know, overall I don't know if it's going to be able to achieve Cat 2 strength, but she is at least expected to be in the realm of at least mid-level Cat 1 there overall. Let's see here. See, Calvin said I feel a bit of relief that Houston's not in a hurricane warning. No, Houston's got a tropical storm warning, though, but hurricane warnings are just for the south, out there by Pearland, in, let's see, Manville, I think it is. Let's see, Angleton, some of those regions there, yeah, you guys are in hurricane warnings. It's just south of Houston, but Houston itself is here in the Cat 1 status. What's up, Scott? Hope you're doing good. What's up, Brenda? What's up, Gianni? Sorry, I'm saying your name wrong. I always do. My bad. What's up, Meow Mix? Hope you're doing good. Let's see here. Kathleen, thank you so much. Category 1 Club for 9 months. Big support over here. Thank you so much, Kathleen. Appreciate it. Saying, whoa, 9 months. Kathleen is a Cat 1 Hurricane. Did you get my Hurricane joke because of membership? Of course I did. Let's see. I'm so happy to support you, man. Thank you so much, Kathleen. I appreciate that. That's really appreciated, my friend. Obviously, really does go a long way with helping us out. So I have to thank you. Give you a big, big thank you. Anyways, let's see here. Lufkin's not in the warning. Lufkin, Texas. Let's see. Where is Lufkin? Let's see. Lufkin, Texas. I don't even know if you'll even get those, to be honest with you, because, you know, it's a little high up north. Anyways, but yeah, so let's go ahead and actually just get rid of the satellite view for a minute. Let's talk about the hurricane warnings and stuff like that in place. So let's go ahead and, whoops, I'm going to turn off the satellite here for a minute. Okay, so right now we have hurricane warnings in place. They actually removed those. Remember Corpus Christi had hurricane warnings? Those are actually no longer in effect, so hurricane warnings are not in effect for Corpus Christi. However, we got tropical storm warnings in place out there for Corpus Christi, out there near Kingsville, Beeville, some of those areas. Now, Victoria, you guys still have a hurricane warning in place out there. Also out there by Port Lavaca. We have areas out there by Bay City, El Campo, I think it is, Lake Jackson, Pearland. You guys are under the hurricane warnings. Now, that's where obviously... you know, we do have hurricane conditions expected in that region there overall. Let's see. Mark, dude, thank you so much, man. I appreciate the $10 super chat. That's very sweet of you, bro. Thank you so much, Mark. You absolutely rock, dude. Thank you so much, man. That's greatly, greatly appreciated. What's up, Sammy? Hope you're doing good. Let's see here. Is Louisville going to get the remains? So Louisville could get some rain out of it far down in time, but the winds are going to be basically destroyed at that point. The winds ain't gonna be there no more. It's gonna be pretty much done with the winds. But anyway, so yeah, so that's the region where the hurricane warnings are. We do have tropical storm warnings in effect out there for Houston, including the Galveston area, Galveston Bay, even Port Arthur. You know, they actually extended those tropical storm warnings all the way to the northern coast there of Texas. That does not go into Louisiana. This is just right at the end of Texas there. Looks like Port Arthur. Let's see here. Liberty, Texas. Woodville, Texas. North Cleveland, Texas. Huntsville, Texas. Going all the way up towards Grapeland and Crockett, Texas. Madisonville, Texas. College Station. These are all tropical storm warnings. LaGrange. We also have ourselves Columbus. Let's see. Hallettsville. We got, not too sure how you say that one. You guys can see it there. Cuero. Let's see. Golade. I don't know. Beeville. We got Mathis. Kingville. And they actually kind of removed those tropical storm warnings for also areas out there towards like South Padre Island and, you know, areas out there by like Brownsville, Texas. They actually removed those tropical storm warnings, so those are no longer in effect there. But anyways, Winding Creek, my man's here. What's up, dude? Hope you're doing all right, dude. Thank you so much for the 5 gifted. I'll tell you what, guys. This man, Winding Creek, has been on it for the last several days. This man's been very, very supportive. So thank you. Thank you so much, man. I really appreciate that. Hope you're doing good. What's up, Overbuilt? We're not doing zip codes right now, Anonymous. We'll get into that probably later stream. But for right now, we're gonna just keep on looking at it. Let's see. The storm is not really that weak, Anthony. She's getting up there. She's almost in Cat 1 strength. Let's see here. Goliad. Is it Goliad? Okay. Well, thank you. I'll try to remember. Anyways, but yeah, so that's where all the tropical storm warnings are. So out there in that yellow color, tropical storm warnings. Red is hurricane warnings. So here's the thing, y'all. We're going to hop over to surges. They actually increased our storm surge expectancy since our last update here. So out there between the San Luis Pass all the way towards Port O'Connor, we are seeing now 4 to 7 foot of storm surge. So the waters will rise about 4 to 7 foot above sea level as the storm's swelling starts pushing in, like I said, you know, a lot of water and stuff like that. So out there towards the Matagorda Bay as well, we're talking the potential out there for, you know, right around 4 to 7 foot of storm surge. From the San Luis Pass going towards High Island and Galveston Bay, 4 to 6 foot now of storm surge. Between High Islands and Sublime Pass, Sabine Pass. Sabine Pass. There is no L. That's right. So 3 to 5 foot out there. Now, they did actually include, in yesterday's update here, which is still very much present, we got ourselves southwestern Louisiana 1 to 3 foot of storm surge possible. And for the rest of southern Texas, out there between like Port Arkansas, going all the way towards Corpus Christi Bay in the mouth of the Rio Grande, about 1 to 2 foot of storm surge out there. Corpus Christi 1 to 3 foot storm surge overall. But from Bafflin down to mouth of Rio Grande, 1 to 2. 1 to 3 towards Bafflin and Port Arkansas area. 2 to 4 between Port Arkansas and not too sure on that one. Once again, these names are a little interesting. They're a little hard for me to pronounce here, but yeah, you guys can see the graphic, and you can kind of just kind of see where you're at right now. Let's see, Mark. Courtney's on a cruise right now. Yeah, she's not able to be here tonight. Let's see here. Is Louisville going to get the remains? Yeah, somebody else already asked that, and I said, yeah, we're likely going to get some rain out there. We'll look at the rainfall map here in a second. But yeah, the center track of Beryl here, working its way up to the northeast. It'll go up towards the Ohio Valley, delivering some rainfall for some of you guys. So that is that. Let's see. Great job keeping up the great stream. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. Okay, I was wondering, I have family there. Yeah, I'll get to that in a little bit. All right. Let's see here. Is it possible for the change course and drop further south? Nah, not really. It's kind of heading north right now. Actually, it's moving northwest. Mostly northern component here. Let's see, James. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Thank you. Let's see. Should my cousins be worried in Bay City, Texas? So Bay City is in the hurricane warnings here. You can see Bay City is right in there. So, obviously, yeah, I wouldn't say be worried about it. The good thing about Bay City is that you're far inland, so that you're not going to get those storm surge effects, per se. You're going to get some hurricane force winds. I do have an AC unit in here. It gets really hot. But, yeah, so, you are going to get those winds out there, though. There's going to be the potential out there for, still some hurricane force winds out overall. And, so whenever it comes to it, hurricane conditions possible, but the good news is that you're far away from the coast. You're also going to get a lot of rain. Let's go ahead and hop over to the rain forecast. Yeah, we have a new update on the rain side of things. Things have changed. I tell you they would. I told you they would. So out there towards the landfall point, so actually where you're at, you're going to see about 6 to 8 inches with locally higher amount rainfall totals out by Bay City. So Houston, we're talking 4 to 6 inches of rain out there. We're talking Corpus Christi, kind of out of most of it now. Let's see, Dallas, Fort Worth could be seeing, anywhere from 1 to 2 foot. 1 to 2 inches. My bad. No, I'm used to talking about surges, man. No, this is rainfall. This is in inches. Sorry, Dallas. 1 to 2 inches of rainfall. Shreveport, right on the boundary between 1 to 2 and 2 to 4. Okay, we just got a new update from the Hurricane Center. It's not about Beryl though, so we'll wait a little bit for that. And I think the next update comes out like at 11 or so. Anyways, yeah, Lake Charles 2 to 4 inches. Look at this, Fort Smith 4 to 6 inches. Arkansas there. Little Rock, Arkansas 2 to 4. Springfield, Missouri 2 to 4 as well. Same thing for Springfield, Illinois. 2 to 4 inches of rainfall is expected. St. Louis 2 to 4 inches. Louisville, not a whole lot of accumulated rainfall out there, but there could be a little bit of some remaining precipitation rolling through the region. We'll have to see, but anyways, that's that. So that's the latest on the overall rainfall and stuff like that. We do got ourselves a pretty big flooding threat over the next couple of days here. So the greatest flash flooding risk out there for this system is going to be out there in eastern Texas, where a lot of the heavy hitting precipitation is going to be. In that red area, there's at least a 40% chance of flash flooding occurring in those regions, which does include Houston. Obviously, if you're out in those regions there in eastern Texas, make sure you're ready there for Winding. This includes you as well. I just remembered. Winding, this includes you as well, man. We are in a moderate threat for flooding, so you're likely going to see a lot of rain out of this storm here. We're talking, you're between 2 to 4 and 4 to 6. There's some localized spots up there up in northeastern Texas that could see 6 to 8 inches even out there in some of those regions overall. So we're gonna hop over here, y'all. I want to go ahead and take a look at some of those other warnings that we have in place here. So let me go ahead and we're going to go ahead and turn off the hurricane and tropical storm warnings here. But here's what I want to show you. Yeah, we don't have any storm surge watches anymore. all we got is storm surge warnings, basically going down as far south, just slightly to the north of Corpus Christi, but basically as far down south as Port Arkansas, going up there towards Port Lavaca, including areas, continuing to go up the port up there towards the Matagorda Bay. You guys are under the storm surge warnings here. That's what that blue polygon is. We got Lake Jackson included, Galveston, including the Galveston Bay out there towards Texas City. Could be seeing that, like Leak City, Baytown, Beach City, High Island, storm surge warnings up there towards Port Arthur. Yeah, so that's where storm surge warnings are. That is where we are expecting, some surges to occur. That's where we're expecting those heaviest impacts regarding storm surge. Now, like I said, we can feel the effects of swelling as far down south, basically as the tip of Texas, but that also goes up there towards. It goes up there towards portions along like the southwestern coast of Louisiana. The overall surging expectancy out there, they did put from the Hurricane Center. They said that 1 to 3 foot of storm surge, basically from the Sabine Pass towards Rockefeller Wildlife Refuge. That's kind of where it kind of goes to. Did I say refugee? Is it refuge or? I'm sorry, y'all. I'm not good with this. I'm not good with the names, y'all. Anyways, but yeah, so like I said, that's kind of what we're talking about regarding the the flash flooding and the storm surges and stuff like that overall. So let's go ahead and hop on into some models. I'm sure y'all are probably curious about that. Let's take a look at the latest HWRF. I'm kind of curious. Like I said, she's right up on the land here now. She's about 6 or so hours, roughly 6 hours or so until landfall. So we're getting closer. This is, like I said, this is going to be the last advisory, or the last update, I should say, that I'm going to be doing here. Now, here's the crazy part, okay? HWRF has this thing doing some crazy stuff and rapidly intensifying into a lower 960 cyclone. I don't think the pressure will get that low in the storm. This was, what's crazy is that this storm, or this model here, somehow manages to show the storm having an eye after it makes landfall. I don't think that's going to be the case. I think this model is overdoing it a bit. This is showing 962 millibars there, right there pointing landfall, and that landfall point's going to be out there kind of towards, let's see here, area's just south of Bay City, so it's going to be right near Bay City. Yeah, it's gonna hit out there towards the East Matagorda Bay area. That's where the center of the storm is, according to this model, going to make landfall in. But yeah, this one has the storm achieving sustained winds of 90 miles an hour. Or sorry, 90 knots, which would be, let's see here, I'm going to do my conversion again. Knot is lower than a mile an hour, so let's see. Yeah, so 1 knot is equal to 1.15 miles an hour. So let me do the conversion here. So okay, so we're talking 90 knots. That'd put us at 103 miles an hour, which that would put us into Category 2 realm, kind of our middle level Category 2 realm, according to this here. So that's one model. Now, like I said, take that with a grain of salt. Models ain't perfect, of course, and some are a little more aggressive than others. That one typically tends to be the more aggressive one. Chad says you've done an incredible job covering this in real time. Thank you, I appreciate that. Winding, you're very welcome, my friend. Will Beryl bring any impacts to Baton Rouge, Louisiana? It shouldn't. It shouldn't bring any issues out there. The only thing I'd say is maybe a little bit of rain, but according to the latest map here, we're not even expecting an inch or 2 out of it. So yeah, probably ain't gonna see much impacts out there. Anyways, but yeah, hopping on over here to another model, we're gonna take a look at the HMON. So once again, that one's kind of like the worst case scenario model, I believe, typically. Next up, we have the HMON. This one does have some rapid intensification here as well. This one is this one does have some rapid intensification as well out there. This one is showing us that we do have, essentially a low pressure here of 970, according to this HMON model run. This one also shows those max winds upon landfall around 88 knots, which would still be in Category 2 realm, according to that model as well. So both the models so far do show this thing getting into Cat 2 status. We have HAFSA. This model here shows it making landfall as 982 millibar low. Actually has it strengthening as it goes over land. That's pretty interesting. You see that? Look at that. Goes from 982, makes landfall 979, and the next frame 978. Makes no sense. But this one shows max winds upon landfall around 60 knots or so. That would barely even put it into. Actually, matter of fact, that wouldn't even put it into hurricane strength. That would keep it up in an upper level tropical storm. But we're already stronger than that. So I think that model's a little off here. The HAFS-A. Looking at the HAFS-B, there's a separate model here. Wow, this one shows rapid strengthening. This one also shows it strengthening somehow over land. I don't understand. From 980 to 976 to 975 over land. It shows maximum winds of 67 just off the coast, but 63 upon landfall. That would barely even have this thing in hurricane strength. I don't even know if it... Let's see here. 63... That'd be a 72. That's still upper tropical storm force. Yeah, so to be classified as a hurricane, it's got to have 75 or more. Let's see. I think you did that backwards. It would be 78. What are you talking about? Millibars? Central low? No, the... Got me confused here, man. Let's see. What's up, Rainbow? Doing good. Saying send love and prayers from Canada. Good seeing you again. You too, Rainbow. Thanks for joining. Maybe a lad. I'm sorry. You're good. Don't forget to tap that thumbs up button. Appreciate it, Rainbow. Thank you. I appreciate that. Anyways, so yeah, these models, HAFS-A and B, show this thing not even getting into hurricane strength, while the other two, HWRF and HMON, show this thing getting in lower in category 1 hurricane, or sorry, lower in Cat 2 actually. Sorry. Let's see the GFS model. This is a lower resolution model run, but this one says 65 knots sustained. That would put us in 74. So that would be, yep, that would be at Cat 1 strength. Okay, so GFS shows category 1. Let's see here. Oops. NavGem shows 90. I shouldn't have done that. I actually clicked to the wrong one here. Yeah, NavGem's not the best hurricane model. Let's go back to ECMWF. Euro here. Euro shows 981 with max wind 78 knots. I put it at 89 miles an hour. That's just I think what five short from a Cat 2. 5 short. That'd be an upper level Cat 1 according to Euro. European model has this thing at an upper level category 1. GFS has it into lower Cat 1. HMON has lower Cat 2. HWRF has it into lower Cat 2 as well. HAFS A and B show it upper tropical storm. So 2 showing Cat 2. We have 2 showing Cat 1 and 2 showing what, tropical storm? Holy cow, dude. So man, yeah, some show upper Cat 1, some show category 1, and it shows some show. I can't even speak, y'all. I'm sorry. I've had a long day. Okay, some show upper tropical storm, some show lower to mid in Cat 1, and some show lower in Cat 2. There we go. Latest Recon, I think it's found winds of above 64 knots. All right, so that would put us in that would put us in Cat 1, nearly 64 knots. That would be 70. Just shy, man, just shy. 73 miles an hour. It would be right around where we're at now. Yeah, like I said, currently, as of the latest update here, she's currently sustained at 70. So she's still a tropical storm. Max gusts up to 75. Pressure did drop in the 980s though. Pressure's down in the 980s. And as we approach 2 a.m. or 1 a.m. Central, 2 a.m. Eastern, she is forecasted from the Hurricane Center to be sustained of 85, which that's mid-level Category 1, with gusts up to 105 out there. So regarding intensity, it seems like we are a little bit off. Models are kind of still all over the place here, regarding exactly where or what kind of strength it's going to be. We've obviously dialed in where this thing's making landfall. It's going to be making a landfall out there towards the Matagorda Bay area. So that's kind of where it's going to be making that landfall. It's going to be going over areas near Pala. I'm not sure how you say that one. I don't know if there's any silent letters in there or not. But Bay City, Lake Jackson area, it's going to be right around that region. Will Beryl cool down the Gulf water? Honestly, probably not. Probably not. Yeah, I doubt it'll have little to any effect on the SSTs out there. Let's take a look at the Hurricane Hunters. Oh, we got a new mission coming through. Look at this, y'all. Someone just took off from Gulfport. Mission just took off from Gulfport here. Let's see here. Okay, so we got a mission. We have another one that's currently in the storm here. I think they might be heading home. Wow, look at that. 3 consecutive drop signs showing 988 millibars. Look at that. 988 on times 3. So it's safe to say pressure's right around 988 millibars. Let's see. One thing I don't like about people that do weather on TV is sometimes they try to make the storm sound worse on purpose. I mean, yeah, I could understand that, you know, but we're just trying to get you prepared. I mean, it's better to over-prepare than under-prepare. I can see where they go with it, but which I don't think it's right, honestly. They do it to get the hype up, of course. That way people do react to these storms. That way they're better off, you know. Does that make sense? Because obviously you don't want to be underprepared for a hurricane. You want to be prepared. But yeah, I will tell you this: this is not the end of the world. Definitely not. And this is nothing to compare to Harvey, like some people have been saying. No, she's actually moving, and a lot weaker than Harvey was. Pronounced Hold on, Palashus. I don't know. Let's see here. Polishus. Maybe. But anyway, so that's latest Recon. Let's take a look at some of those winds. Oh, that's interesting. Man, that is surely interesting. Yeah, we did have a suspect SFMR there, right at 65 knots. Yeah, I want to wait for another sweep in that. It's a little interesting. Let's see. But she's near Cat 1 strength at this point. She's teeter-tottering right now between Cat 1 and Tropical Storm. I mean, she is like on the verge here. Let's pull back up our sat. Bring up our satellite view again. Yeah, so on the latest scans, like I was mentioning to y'all, if we hop this over here, on the latest scans, you can actually see we're really starting to get some convection, really starting to circularize that central low. So the central low is right in here. And you can see that we have a burst of convection that develops down here. We have another one that develops up here. You can actually see in the latest scans. You can see it's right in there. Another burst here. Got a burst down here. And that's both on the northern and southern side. Palacios. Gotcha. I appreciate y'all trying to help me out pronounce this. It's rough, man. It's rough. Somebody who's not used to being around these areas, who's never grown up here, it's a little difficult. Let's see here. Back when I was a kid, the warning was hard. Like, take cover now. Then blaring sirens on TV. Now it's just what? Let's see here. Well, the warnings are still there. They're there to help you. See, he got it. Thanks, y'all. Appreciate it. But anyways, but yeah, like I said, she's starting to look a lot better there. You know, regarding that convection. So you know, those convective cells are likely going to push us over that hurricane strength here very soon, very, very soon. Let's see, doing a great job. Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank y'all. All right, y'all. So let's go ahead and hop on back over here. We're gonna take a look back over here at the rainfall and stuff like that for you folks. Actually, I'm gonna bring it all over here to you. So, like I mentioned, right now, let's go and bring up my pin here so I can draw on the screen here. So, like out there by Lake Charles, like I was mentioning, for you folks down there in southwestern Louisiana, we are expecting. Where did my pin go? We are expecting about 2 to 4. Inches of rainfall out there towards Lake Charles. There it is. That's going to be set to fall in those regions. Shreveport could be right on the edge of that as well. Mostly 1 to 2 on the on the eastern side out there. Remember, take this rainfall map with a grain of salt overall. You know, like I mentioned, it's you know, like I mentioned overall, essentially, these things are ever so changing. They've evolved a lot lately. Shreveport, though, you know, at least an inch or two could be possible. Like Charles, 2 to 4 possible. Houston's in some pretty heavy stuff. Actually, just south of Houston, we're expecting about 6 to 8 inches rainfall. For the main of Houston, we're going to see maybe around 4 to 6. Regardless, a lot of rain out there in those regions. Dallas barely could see much at all out of it. San Antonio, same thing. Yeah, we're not expecting much rain out there anymore. Fort Smith, you know, could pick up several inches here. You know, maybe 4 to 6 in some spots. Little Rock, Arkansas, 2 to 4 inches of rainfall out there. So, you know, like I mentioned, pretty good amounts of rain in some spots. So the heaviest rain here, y'all, is going to be felt along portions of eastern Texas, down in the southeastern Oklahoma, and up there towards, like, you know, kind of west central portions of Arkansas overall. Katrina was in 2005, was a Cat 5. Yeah, this is nothing to compare to either Harvey or Katrina, which Katrina hit Louisiana, right? Pretty sure. Harvey hit towards Houston, but like I said, this is nothing to compare those two. I know there's a lot of people that's been bringing that up. It's like, oh my gosh, it's Harvey 2.0. It's not, y'all. This storm's a lot weaker, for one. Not to mention, this storm's going to continue moving, unlike Harvey. Harvey sat there as a very powerful Cat 4 hurricane, and, well, this here is barely even approaching Cat 1 right now, and it is, you know, she's still moving. It's moving northwest here around, like I said, about 12 miles an hour. It's the latest update overall. Let's see. So that central low, yeah, it looks like it's going kind of north, like directly north here at this point. You see that? That track looks directly north. And that central low is right in there. Yeah, I don't know. It's still going to remain in that cone, though. But once again, everybody, like I said, upon the point of landfall, we're expecting from the Hurricane Center, this official forecast, right around 2 a.m., so just before landfall. You know, we'll be having landfall another, I don't know, an hour or two after that. Overall, this thing is going to be sustained around 85 miles an hour, which is like mid-level Cat 1, gusting up to 105 out there. See, Rita was here after Katrina. Made diesel skyrocket to $5 a gallon. Wow. Yeah, supply and demand, man. Like I said, I was mentioning that yesterday too, man. It's like supply and demand for all sorts of products becomes elevated. You know, you get like before the event happens, you know, everybody's out to get these items like water and stuff. Speaking of, I even made a little checklist for you guys. I made this earlier. This is stuff I want you to have by tonight if you don't have it already. Like, so obviously, you know, food and water, non-perishable foods is what you definitely want, because, you know, expect your power to go out, because more than likely those places in the hurricane warnings are going to be without power. So, you know, just plan on that. Yeah, so if you have non-perishable foods, like I said, obviously your time to act is now. We're on final moments here, y'all. You got to make sure you have everything together. I mean, this thing is just right off the coast of y'all. Right off the coast. So make sure you all have everything together. Non-perishable foods and water, flashlight with extra batteries. Make sure there's batteries in the flashlight for one, but make sure there's also extra batteries too. Get all your important documents like insurance papers and all that stuff. Overall, very, very important. Portable chargers, you know, for your cell phone. Make sure your cell phone's charged by the night as well. That way everything can be ready. Make sure you have enough gas in your car and generators. Of course, you know, you gotta pay attention to those generators too. Make sure those things running. Make sure you have you know, clean oil if you haven't serviced it in a while. Just make sure you're you know, make sure they're good to go. Okay, make sure they are good to go. And of course, first aid kit, also very, very and very important. You know, if there's any injuries during the storm, you know, you can do it on the spot, medical treatments. So just make sure that you have those items, okay? Because those could become very, very important. You know, especially food, water, flashlights. Also recommended. I mean, it's okay if you don't. But, you know, like a weather radio or something like that would be pretty nice too. That way, you know, if service towers go down, at least there's still potential radios up, so you can listen into that. Let's see. Don't forget, when power goes out, ATM don't work. Cash at hand's important. Very true. Very true. Yeah, Omar, I forgot to put that one on there. Yeah, I remember you were saying that yesterday. It's sad. It's very true. You know, cash is very important to have as well. You know, because there's not a whole lot of electronic stuff going on when a hurricane hits. Because well, power is going to be out. So that's the thing. I don't even know if we're starting to feel those effects yet. Let's go and take a look at that map real quickly. I do have a power outage map, matter of fact, y'all. Let's go and take a look at the state outages here real quick. We're going to pull those up. First of all, I'm going to get rid of the overlay here for a minute. So far, we have about 16,000 people in the state of Texas without power. Let's do this a little more. Let's go to the counties here. Let's see. Actually, I probably need to turn off the state ones here first. Let's see. Looks like we got some outages. Looks like most of the outages are actually away from the tropical cyclone. We got one out there in Kennedy County here. Customers out 19. Not a whole lot. So, yeah, as of right now, we're not really seeing too many power outages with the storm quite yet. But that's only expected to go up. Make sure you have all of your chargers charged. Yeah, your portable chargers. Make sure that they're ready. Let's see. Make sure your phones are charged. Keep your alerts on. Absolutely. Heard that Indianapolis, Indiana is supposed to get bad storms for tomorrow and Tuesday, from my understanding. Well, that's actually another thing I wanted to mention here, y'all. Not necessarily for that area, but also for Cracker Barrel here. For Hurricane Cracker Barrel, we're going to see the potential of severe weather actually going all the way up towards southern Illinois tomorrow. This system is set to bring some cyclone-induced tornadoes. So basically, a tropical low or non-tropical low, just a low pressure in general. On that right-hand quadrant, the dirty side of the storm, there is a lot of strong winds. That's where your amplified winds are at. So, throughout the lower and upper atmosphere, the winds are moving pretty quick. So you got your strongest winds on the right-hand side. Also, your most moisture supply, high dew points, most of your moisture is out there. And also, your instability and stuff like that's the highest on the right-hand side of a tropical cyclone overall. So, whenever it comes out, or whenever it comes down to it, there's going to be a potential for tornadoes. And let me go ahead and look at the probabilities there for y'all. So, like I said, this is tomorrow's outlook. Regarding tornadoes, got a 5% chance out there. 5% chance of tornadoes within every 25 miles of a given area. So, for example, within 25 miles of Houston, there's a 5% chance that a tornado will drop somewhere in that area. Beaumont, 5% chance. So, 5% chance of a tornado within 25 miles of Beaumont. Let's see here, Boiler City, some of those areas out there. You see Lufkin, areas like y'all are going to be under potential tornadic activity tomorrow with that dirty side of the cyclone rolling inland. And the tornado threat, believe it or not, for tomorrow goes all the way as far down south, as far north, I should say, as southeastern Missouri. We have a 2% chance of tornadoes out here in the green. Lower probability out there. The odds of you having a tornado are extremely slim. Extremely slim. 1 in 50 shot, actually, if you think about it, within 25 miles of you. So, with all that being said, like I said, whenever it comes down to it, for example, Little Rock's in the 2% chance for tornadoes. So within 25 miles of Little Rock, there's a 2% chance probability that a tornado will happen. Did I say that right? Within 25 miles of you, 2% chance of a tornado happening. Recon has just discovered that Beryl is now moving northeast, says Justin. I don't think Recon can figure that out. That's not a thing that Recon does, really, but probably satellite imagery. We were looking at SAT here a minute ago. SAT was showing the storm moving relatively north. Looks like it might be going a little bit more north. I don't think quite northeast. I think it's mostly just kind of going directly north. Yeah, northeast would be going like that. Which, it's not going full northeast right now, no. She's going mostly north at this point. Let's see. What about Texarkana? You guys are going to be good up there. Yeah, Texarkana. We do have that 5% tornado risk like we were talking about, but regarding, hurricane and tropical storm winds, the storm's going to be downgraded to a depression by the time it gets to you. So, We're not going to have any nasty, crazy winds out there. Now, it could get a little gusty, don't get me wrong, as that central low passes nearby Texarkana at some point. This will actually be for the 9th, so not tomorrow, but the day after. Early morning, it'll be rolling through. Let's see here. Northeast. Yeah, she's moving pretty much north right now, but she's set to continue moving northwest here at 12 miles an hour. What's up, Scott? Hope you're doing good, man. Yeah, let's take a look at the Recon again. We're gonna pull that up here with y'all. Gonna take a look at the Recon. We do have that new mission coming through. New Recon mission coming in from Gulfport. Let's see here. Yeah, this is the previous mission. They finished this mission. This mission is just now starting to get into the storm here. The new one that just took off. So, yeah, the one down here is they've already finished their mission. They did a pretty good coverage on that. A lot of drops on coverage with that guy. So NOAA 3 mission. This one is AF306. So I think that's a WJ 130 if I ain't mistaken. Yep. So she's gonna go down to. She's gonna go in the storm. Yeah. Some hurricane hunters, believe it or not, I don't know if y'all knew this, but there's some hurricane hunter aircraft that are designed not to go in the storm, but around the storm. Typically, we're forecasting for a future landfall somewhere. They usually go around the storm, gather some information using those drop sondes, those little tubes that they throw down in the storm, and they measure like temperature, dew point, pressure, humidity, wind speed, wind direction, all that stuff. They calculate the wind speed and wind direction by GPS. How fast it moves determines that, and all that stuff. How fast the GPS tube is moving. So from point A to point B, they measure how far, what direction the drop sonde is moved in. That's how they determine that. So there's no physical anemometer on there. Let's see here. Winding Creek, dude. Thanks, man, for the $10 super chat. My dude's coming in here with the support. Thank you, dude. I appreciate that, Winding. Thank you, man. I really appreciate that. Definitely helps me out a lot. But yeah, like I was saying, some hurricane hunters, they do end up going around. But these missions, since we're getting close to landfall, these ones are just like dedicated missions just to go inside and see what it's looking like right now. Let me pull up the hurricane hunters on here. I'm pretty sure I can. I'm so used to. Oh, there we go. So used to the other panel. Things changed on me here. Let's bring up our hurricane hunters. Let's see. 9 minutes ago. It's got to be the new one here, right? Yep. There they are. Yeah, so they're kind of on that northern quadrant here right now. Let's see. Madisonville, Texas says hi. Hello from Central Florida, my friend. Do I think there's, any chance of any other outages besides power, such as water or gas? Well, I mean, without power, you're not going to have the ability to run the pumps to get the gas out of the ground. So they have these big tanks under gas stations, right? And they have pumps, which is where the pumps are literally the thing that you pull up to. Those are the pumps. So without power, those pumps ain't going to work. So yeah, that would lack gas. That's why we tell you to get the gas before a storm happens, before the power goes out. Regarding water, my dad's actually a plumber. I grew up in the plumbing business with my dad, and city water I think's a little different. But for some of these local areas, such as like Texas, we actually have wells. I'm pretty sure a lot of places out here have wells, and you have a well pump. You need electricity for that as well. I mean, get it. Electricity as well for a well pump. Okay, very bad pun. Anyways, yeah, I mean, without electricity, you can't really power or do anything. That's why we tell you to stock up on water. That's why we tell you to stock up on gas. Before these things, before the power goes out. That's a big problem there. Let's see. If you're on the dirty side, west Okay, John. The east side of the storm's considered the dirty side, man. So yeah, for this side out here, this is considered that dirty side with your increased amount of wind shear, your highest moisture supply, and of course your greatest instability. So you got that wrong. It's the east side, my friend. The eastern side is the dirty side. That's where the tornadic activity happens. Is on the right-hand side. The left-hand side's the clean side, we call it. Just a little bit of confusion there you had. Anyways, all right, y'all. Let's go ahead and hop on back over here. I want to talk some surges and stuff. Actually, we're gonna bring this over here, y'all. Let's go and bring up that surge map again for you. Like I said, since last update, if y'all are just tuning in here again, we actually upped the overall the surges here. Look at that. So we're actually seeing 4 to 7 foot maximum storm surge out there now. Towards the Matagorda Bay area, from Port O'Connor to San Luis Pass area, we are seeing 4 to 7 foot storm surge out there. So obviously, just make sure that you guys are well away from the coast. I think one county, if I'm not mistaken, I saw something on the news earlier, or on Twitter earlier. I don't know if it's real or not, but it's hard to tell anymore. One county, I'm not sure what county it was, though, there's mandatory evacuations. Mandatory means that, we highly suggest you leave this area. Mandatory means you have to. Voluntary, that's what I was going with it. Voluntary, okay. Yeah, I had the words mixed up there. So voluntary means, we suggest you to leave, but if not, whatever. I was actually doing some research on this earlier. I didn't even know this because I never knew. I never grew up by the coast where there was hurricanes. Well, I grew up in Virginia, just off the coast. But mandatory means you have to. And I never knew this, but it's actually illegal if you refuse to leave. And you can get charged if you do not leave. But good news, there's no mandatory evacuations for this storm. Remember, it's a lower end hurricane. Now, if this was like a Cat 3 or higher, then yeah, there would probably be some mandatories. But there is one county that has a voluntary evacuation. I don't know what county it is, but it's somewhere in the heaviest spot where the landfall is expected. Anyways, but yeah, I just wanted to tell you all. Yeah, there is a voluntary and mandatory evacuations. We have one county and a voluntary right now. So if you want to leave, then leave, but it's totally up to your choice. Let's see. Yeah, so basically the eastern side of the storm. Yeah, that is the dirty side. Anyways, but yeah, back to the storm surge. Sorry, I got distracted there. So out there towards Port O'Connor, towards the oh, I forgot, somebody told me what that is. You all can see it on the map here too. So, so between Port O'Connor and that area here, 3 to 5 foot of storm surge. Between that area, I'm just gonna call it Mesquite, whatever. Towards Mesquite Bay area, 2 to 4 foot between that and Port Arkansas. Corpus Christi here could see about 1 to 3 foot of storm surge out there between Port Arkansas and the Baffin Bay overall. And then from Baffin Bay all the way down towards the mouth of the Rio Grande, we are going to be seeing about 1 to 2 foot of storm surge out there. 4 to 6 towards Galveston Bay, towards San Luis Pass, towards High Island, and 3 to 5 foot up there on that far northern coast out there overall. Mesquite Bay, thank you. Matagorda, and Mesquite. Gotcha. So Mesquite Bay, from there to Point O'Connor, 3 to 5 foot. Thank you. Appreciate it. Appreciate the help, y'all. Like I said, I'm terrible when it comes down to it. Here's this is a map that shows you where all those storm surge warnings are at there. So you can see out there, for the Galveston Bay area, going all the way down just slightly to the north of Corpus Christi. Those are the storm surge warnings that are in place out there overall. Do I think the name will retire? I don't know, honestly. It did make landfall in the Lesser Antilles. I didn't see much. I didn't see too much on damage reports. from the Windward Islands out there, or Jamaica. I heard it was pretty bad in Jamaica. The Windward Islands, though, I haven't heard much on them. But yeah, I don't know. I'm not too sure if Cracker Barrel will be retired, but maybe there's a chance. Thank you, CC. I appreciate it. Yeah, I try to do the best I can, especially when pronouncing these areas here. But, you know, like I said, the good news is that this storm's not supposed to be as strong as it was, you know, whenever it went through, like, the Lesser Antilles and the Windward Islands, and, you know, Jamaica overall. Anyways, alright, let's go and hop on back to models, guys. We're going to take a look at those. So, for the folks who have not seen the latest model runs, boy, do I tell you they're interesting. First of all, let me do this real quickly for you guys. So here's the spaghetti models, the latest and greatest spaghetti models. You know, we basically pinpointed where this thing's making landfall, north of Corpus Christi, south of Houston, to where that landfall point's going to be. We basically already figured that out here at this point. So that's where she's going. But yeah, let's go ahead and hop on over here to the models here overall. We're going to take a look and see what is showing up with these models here lately. So, starting off with the HWRF. Now, this model is, like I said, the worst case scenario here. This one shows that pressure getting down to 962 millibars out there, which that would put this storm here in lower end category 2 of 87 knots. 87 knots out there. This would put it in the category 2 realm. HMON, this one also shows that that central low down in the lower 970s. Right around 970 millibars, with that max winds upon landfall being right around 88 knots overall. So that would put this thing also right around category 2 strength here overall. So yeah, those two models show Cat 2 strength. HAFSA, this one kind of has an upper level tropical storm strength here overall, right around 60 knots. So upper tropical storm force here. Which that would be, it's right around 60 knots. That's about 60, right around 70 miles an hour, about 60 knots or so. So this one shows tropical storm. The other one, the other HAFS model, shows a little bit stronger, but yeah, upper end tropical storm force on this one. Then you have GFS here. Now GFS actually supports here this thing being a category 1. Kind of a low-end Cat 1. We're talking sustained winds out there, around 65 knots. That would put this thing right about 74, right at low-end Cat 1, according to the latest GFS model. ECMWF here is kind of on board as well, showing similarities here. Actually, matter of fact, no, this one, ECMWF here, 18 Zulu run actually shows this thing at 51 knots upon landfall. That put her down into tropical storm. Yeah, Euro says tropical storm. GFS shows Cat 1. HAFS A and B show upper tropical storm. HMON and HWRF show lower to mid end Cat 2. So I will tell you this though. I will tell you this, y'all. You know, she is looking a lot better on satellite in the last several scans here. Like I said, you can really start to see some clear intensification on both the southern and the northern portions of the storm. There's a pretty good amount of convection, you know, both to the south and to the north here. You know, we're starting to get some more organization with that storm. She's in some pretty good conditions right now. You know, overall, not much wind shear, plenty of moisture now. Starting to wrap up on that eastern side. It's pretty obvious that we have moisture now on the eastern side of the eye. So that's, you know, that's good, you know, for the storm's sake, of course. And also, you know, some moisture and the sea surface temperatures. So we're like 29 Celsius out here. So we're pretty warm. What's up, Isabel? Hope you're doing good. What's up, Maranatha? Hope you're doing all right. Let's see. You can't pay me to go back to Mississippi or any of them down there ever again. What? Hearing Cat 2 or 3? Or, oh, sorry. I thought you said hearing Cat 2. I read that wrong. I'm hearing 2 or 3 o'clock a.m. landfall now. Yeah, it's going to be pretty early. I'm going to struggle to be here if I can. I'm going to try, man. I'm going to try. Because, you know, this thing is going to be... yeah, Yeah, it's going to be making landfall pretty early. So the latest Hurricane Center advisory here, we should have another one coming out here within about a half hour or so. I think 11 Eastern, 10 Central. It's the next update, pretty sure. I'm doing good as well. Thanks for asking. You're welcome, Ronathan. No problem. Yeah, so I think the new update comes in about a half an hour or so. Anyways, but yeah, so 2 a.m. Eastern or 1 Central is when Hurricane Beryl, Cracker Barrel, it's just going to be off the coast here of Texas by not far at all. Yeah, she's going to be making landfall pretty early tomorrow morning. About 23 miles or so. So right around like 1 Central, it'll be roughly 20 miles off the coast, according to the latest Hurricane Center update here. And according to it, we're sustained at 85, like mid-end Category 1. Middle Category 1 strength, and which that would put us up in the gusts up to 105, potentially. So yeah, slept until 5. I'm good for 10 more hours. Could I have some of that energy? That'd be pretty nice. I'm honestly kind of tired, honestly, but I'm gonna push through it, man. I still got several hours. I might try to get a nap after this stream here, just before landfall. I just hope I don't sleep too long, because I'm known to do that. This will not impact New Jersey. No, this is way too far away from New Jersey. The remaining precipitation is actually set to. It is actually set to go up there into the Ohio Valley. But at this point, like I was saying, we're not even going to have many winds at all on this guy. This thing's going to be a tropical depression, probably capable of 25, 30 sustained winds in some spots. Gusts not much higher. We have some major events every 2 years, and we usually don't have power for a week. Yeah, those areas that are going to be seeing that landfall, you all are probably going to have some power issues for sure. Frank says I live in Bay City. Yeah, Bay City's right up on the landfall point. You're being targeted, man. Cracker Barrel's not liking you too much right now. Yeah, she's heading in your area. Yeah, she's heading in your area. You got those hurricane warnings out there. Bay City, like I said, thankfully is not on the coast directly. You're close, but so surges shouldn't be an issue for you. However, out there towards the Matagorda Bay area, we're going to be seeing, the potential out there for up to 7-foot storm surge. And remember, they updated that overall since yesterday. SPC mentioned about upgrading tomorrow's tornado risk to an enhanced, and maybe a non-hatcher's 10%. Maybe it wouldn't surprise me. Yeah, cyclone-induced tornadic activity is very common. Just figured out. Oh, nice. Very cool, Veronica. All right, so we got hurricane hunters en route. They are currently flying in that northern convective band here, it looks like. They're up on that northeastern side of the storm. So we got some new hurricane hunter out there. Let's go ahead and actually bring up the data here that they're pulling out. So we're getting those. We're getting pretty windy out there. About 50 knots so far that they're flying into. They're flying in 50-knot winds right now. That'd be right around 57 miles an hour, roughly. Not quite hurricane strength, but if tomorrow goes enhanced for non-sig tour, would I be in it? I'm in Shreveport. I don't know if it'd go up that high, honestly, Isabella. If it did, it would probably be mostly eastern Texas out there by Beaumont. Some of these areas here, more than likely. I don't think it'd reach up there. We're not even for sure it's going to happen, to be honest with you. Let me pull up some models here. Gonna bring these over here with y'all. We're gonna pull up like RAP here for a minute, and we're gonna look at that lower level wind shear. So we're gonna way down in time here. Oh, probably let me go to the 21 Zulu run here. Oh, look at that. So yeah, so most of our heaviest wind shear is going to be up there on that southeastern side. It does look like that wind shear weakens a bit as Cracker Barrel goes over land. So by the time it reaches you, it looks like it drops a bit. But it's not strictly reliant on lower level shear. you know, once again, yeah, this is the dirty side. You know, these areas could see well over 1,000 joules per kilogram of instability. You know, considering Louisiana out there by Shreveport, you know, could see a good amount of instability. But the best mixing ratio is going to be out there, I think, in southeastern Texas, or sorry, the southeastern part of eastern Texas, basically right there on the edge of the northern coast. I think that's where the heaviest is going to be. Yeah, we'll have to see what they end up doing with that. I do want to look at helicities, though. That's something I want to pull up here. Yeah. Yeah, a lot of our higher helicity values are going to be up there on the eastern side of Texas overall. So, yeah, it'll probably be south of you. Let's see. Beaumont. Gotcha. Beaumont. Not Beaumont. Did I say Beaumont? Beaumont. Try to remember. There's a lot I got to remember here, y'all. So it's going to take me a while before I can get these down. I didn't grow up in these neck of the woods, so you know, I ain't too familiar with it. Anyways, let's go ahead and hop on back over here, y'all. We're going to take a look at the rainfall out of the storm here. Let me go ahead and bring up the latest Hurricane Center info here. Let's see. So the latest update was at 8 o'clock Eastern time. They do it every 3 hours. So yeah, that put us for an update here very soon. Very soon. They might wait for a little bit of data from that Hurricane Hunter aircraft that's currently investigating the northeastern side of the storm. So we'll have to see. It's looking a lot better though, man. It is. She's looking a lot better. Like I said, there's a lot of convection. Fairly symmetrical with the central eye there. You know, that central eye is somewhere in here right now. Hard to tell, but yeah, with a lot of convective activity on both sides now, she's picking up strength, that's for sure, and that'll indeed lower that pressure. The last Hurricane Hunter sweep that we had, there was 3 drop sondes that they threw down in the storm. Let me go pull this up real quickly. Mission 30, I think it was. 30 missions, man. Yeah, they're heading back home. They're done. They're like, yeah, we've had enough for today. But look at this, y'all. So we had 3 drop sondes in the core of the storm. She was moving. Yeah, she's moving a little bit northeast, maybe. Now I see what that one person was saying about it moving northeast. She's kind of wobbling a bit, but yeah. No, we had 3 drop sondes, and they all measured down to 988 millibars at the surface level. So 988. So I think the pressure is down to 988 on that at that point in time. Now we got mission 31. This is the new one, the brand new mission. She's just to the north here. She's just starting to get into that storm on the northeastern side. And starting to investigate that northeastern quadrant, which there's some convection over there where they're at, so they're gonna get a lot of info on the storm here. They're right near the core, actually. They're getting closer. So let me look at this real quickly. We're gonna use this aircraft recon. Yeah, here we go. Bring this back up for you guys. Yeah, like I said, we're about 55 knots SFMR here. So 55 knots, pressure, yeah, below 1,000 millibars. So she's obviously picking up strength since she's been back in the waters. Looks like something developing in Lubbock, Texas. Lubbock. Oh, we got a little bit of storm. Oh, yeah, I saw some lightning activity out there. Let's take a look at that real quick. Speaking of, we'll get into this here too. But yeah, let me take a look at Lubbock. Oh yeah, we got a little bit of rain out there east of Lubbock. She's visible now on radar too. If we pull up radar view, you can actually see. You know they're likely using that radar view as a good point to where the center is. Actually, I put too many frames here. Let me go ahead and go back to 30 frames. Don't want 250. It's a little further back than I want to go. There you go. Yeah, there she is. Latest radar there. So on the last scan, yeah, the eye's right there. Oh yeah, yep, they're ahead of it. It's still on track though. Still on track though. So they're gonna keep on going. They're gonna pierce through that side, and then they're probably gonna turn down and look at that, some of that inflow. They're gonna go back for the eye again. They're gonna measure up the northwestern side, and go north, and then go eastward. So that's like their future path, more than likely. And then what they do from there is unknown. So, yeah, we'll see. We'll see. They're coming up on the eye there, though. This was, let's see, when was this? When was the last update here? 226 Zulu. Okay, so yeah, we're overdue for another update here soon on the Hurricane Hunters. Should be fairly soon we get that. Oh, there you go. Actually, look at that. Well, they found it. They found the center there. Got a little bit of northeasterlies at 5 knots. A little bit of, sorry, northwesterlies 5 knots, or easterlies 5 knots. So she's there's your central low. Nah, so there's probably a drop zone currently falling right now in that storm. Let's see. Cooking my dinner now. Check back. Sounds good. How's Victoria looking at the current moment? Victoria's looking, I believe, a little bit better, yes, since earlier. So yesterday's update, we were saying that Victoria was the most likely area for landfall. It did actually move a little bit more to the east here, thankfully. So that's away from you now a bit. But, I believe you're still in hurricane warnings, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, shoot. My layout's changed on me. I'm so used to it being a little different. I need to get used to it again. But I believe those hurricane warnings, yes. Yeah, so you're still in hurricane warnings out there in Victoria. So hurricane conditions still expected out there. Like I said, the good news, though, about Victoria is that you're not on the coast, so you don't got to worry about storm surge out here. There's going to be a good amount of rain, though. You know, there's going to be a pretty solid amount of rainfall out there regarding this system. And I'll bring that up for you guys again here. Let's see. Oh, pressure down to 987. I just realized from the earlier update, I thought it was at 988 for some reason. No, but it's actually 987. Interesting. But let's see. There you go. Here's the rain. Yeah, there's the rainfall overall. So, out there by Victoria, let's see. You're kind of right on the gradient there. Say at least 2 to 4 inches of rain could be expected out there. Can I please explain what a tropical depression means for Illinois? So a tropical depression isn't necessarily a big deal. All you're going to see in Illinois is just rain with not much winds left in the storm. So the wind field, all those strong winds, they're going to die out very quickly as they go into Texas. Matter of fact, those tropical storm force winds are going to end before it even leaves Texas. And so as it continues, which obviously Illinois is way up here, as it continues, those winds are going to weaken. So we're going to be there right around here for the afternoon of the 9th out there towards Little Rock. The center is going to have sustained winds of around 30 miles an hour, which that's lower than a severe thunderstorm. Maximum wind gusts up to 40. You've seen so much worse events. So Tori, this is honestly a system I wouldn't worry about. Just going to be rain for you, really. And even as it approaches nearby, you can see here just to the south of Illinois there, slightly 25 sustained with gusts up to 35. So Yeah, you get a lot of derechos and a lot of big MCS type storm systems that roll through you during these times of the year, and whenever it comes to it, those are a lot worse than this will ever be for you. Now it's different said for Houston area, in Texas area I should say. It's a little more severe down here. Let's see here. See, I appreciate it, brother. Let's see, I've been enjoying the stream so much during this whole thing. Thank you so much, man. You're very welcome, Alan. I'm glad you enjoy it, my friend. Do I think Louisiana will feel tropical storm winds? Probably not. Maybe some gusts. Maybe gusts up to tropical storm force, but sustained, no. Let's see here. Is the high pressure to the east moving further east away from the storm cause it to go north-northeast? Maybe a dumb question. So let's see here. Let me actually bring up the models, and we'll take a look at those, actually. Might be able to put some things in better perspective here. So obviously we have this system here. Now the high pressure is actually in place out there in the Central Plains. Oh, wrong thing here. Let me hop on back. Okay. So our higher pressure is out here. And actually low pressure systems repel off of high pressure systems overall. So it's a possible reason why it's going more north is that higher pressure interaction in the Central Plains. Could be allowing it to kind of push off a little bit more. It won't do that track, by the way. I just kind of drew that there. But it could be why it's going maybe a little bit more north at this point in time. Possible explanation. Let's see. Do I know why it strengthens in winds over the Great Lakes? At that point, it'll be a non-tropical low, and the jet stream will take care of it. But, you know, sometimes that can happen. You know, those low-pressure systems can amplify themselves when it gets caught up in the jet. So many narrow misses. Could have been much worse storms from big systems coming off the Atlantic. Yeah. I'm in Beaumont expecting rain and wind. I've seen worse. Absolutely. Yeah, once again, for everybody out there, you know, this is not like Harvey. Once again. Oh, power up. Oh, wow, power outage just went up here. Look at that, 105 people out without power up in Kennedy County. Interesting. Is that Kennedy? Because there's only one end. Is it Kennedy Island? or Keen? I think it's Kennedy, actually. It's just weird with one end. Oh, here you go, y'all. Whoa, here we go. Drum roll. Guess what they found? Hurricane hunters did a drop sonde in the eye. They found a 987 millibar low. They did another one to the north here. 994. So, they did just do the drop sonde. Yeah, this is definitely a lot better of a site for updates. They found SFMRs up to 55 knots. But that's the latest update, though. Yeah, that's before they went on the other side. So on the northern side of the storm, they found 55 knot SFMRs. That would put the sustained winds around 63, but it's higher than that. Yeah, here's the graphs. So as they went up into that northern part of the storm, they measured up to 55 knot SFMRs, surface winds. So that was, yeah, about 63 miles an hour, 55 knots roughly. And then you can see where the temperature, or sorry, not temperatures, the wind speeds rapidly decreased. But the next pass, they're probably going to go back up and then go down again. That's just kind of how it happens. That's just kind of how it works. That's just the calm part of the eye. It's basically still doing the same path here. Let's see here. But like I said, y'all, if y'all have any questions, you know, feel free to let me know, guys. Feel free to let me know. Yeah, it's really interesting though. Yeah, we'll wait a little bit and see what that latest scan comes out to be. But like I said, 987 millibar low they just found in that central core. It's going to be interesting to see future passes, you know, considering that, you know, the storm is undergoing some significant convection right now. Let's go and hop over the radar again here. Yeah, so there's your eye right there. Oh, yeah, just updated actually. Yep, they're on the southeastern side of the storm. It looks, yeah, so that's, you can see that northeastern quadrant's a lot more stronger with the winds than the southwestern quadrant. You know, we don't even get up to 50 knots hardly. In that southwestern quadrant, meanwhile, the northeastern side, we get like 50, 60 knots or so. That's at flight level, I believe. Are these... Hold on. Yeah, these are flight level winds, right. So yeah, 50, 60 knot flight level winds. Yeah, Tash, it's a bit choppy because, you know, there's some new convection. Trying to get her going before landfall point. Let's see. Yeah, here's the latest satellite view. So the eye is right in here, I believe. At this point in time. Yeah, I think it's wobbling a bit. That central low. See, I think it's now a hurricane. It's just a hurricane center doesn't know. We're running. Like I said, we're teeter-tottering right now. We're in upper level tropical storm force currently. Upper tropical storm, lower in Cat 1. So, like I said, to be classified as a Category 1, you have to have sustained winds of 74 miles an hour or greater. Right now, we're sustained at around sustained right around 70. So we're about 4 short from being a Category 1. So yeah, we're right on the line. And obviously at this point in time, it's safe to say, yes, we're going to get Cat 1 by the time we do make landfall, because it's only 4 short, and we still have a good distance before landfall. Like, we are still, let's see. Oh, shoot. From the point where it's at now until landfall, I'm going to go from the eye. Yeah, we're about 64 miles to the south of the coast there, and so 64 miles, right? So and the thing's moving basically north at 12 miles an hour at this point. So what's 64 divided by 12? That would give us about ETA of how long until landfall. It's about 5.5 hours. Yeah, that sounds about right, man. Sounds about right. We're getting there. We're getting there. Like I said, I'm gonna try to get a nap before. Do I think it'll reach Cat 3? No, absolutely not. You know, we're not even sure if it's gonna even be able to do Cat 2 anymore. It's supposed to do some rapid strengthening over the next several hours, though. But you know, just until the point of landfall, when it makes landfall. Cat 3, no. Cat 2, yeah, seems less likely. At this point in time, I'd say probably an upper Cat 1. So that's kind of where we stand right now. All right, Hurricane Hunters on the southwestern quadrant. Thank you. You're very welcome. No problem. Let's see here. Is it Jeannie? Is that how you say your name? Saying thank you. You're very welcome. No problem. No problem. Here, let's go and hop on back over here, y'all. So this is the Hurricane Hunters. They are just going to overlay the clean IR here. There we go. Yeah, so you can see they're in the southwestern quadrant now. So what's going to happen here is that they are going to they're going to pull likely to the east to do some research on that inflow part of the storm here. And then they're going to go back to the eye again, and then they're going to go up northwest, and then probably go for the northeast again, and then go over the eye again, and then, yeah, you know, typical movement. So we'll see. But yeah, right now, though, they're positioned, Hurricane Hunter positions in southwestern quadrant of the storm. They're away from the eye. They did just do a drop sonde, and we determined that the central low is at 987 millibars. 987 millibars. So I believe, y'all, we're going to have an update from the NHC very soon. So we will have to look at that. Let's see. All right, we're gonna hop on back here, guys, to the models again. So let's go ahead and do that now. Let's see. I'm actually gonna bring up this map here, and we're gonna go over here. Yeah. Okay. All right, y'all. Let's go ahead and hop over here to the models. We're gonna take a look and see.
Tornado warning has been issued.
Uh-oh. Got a nadir warning. Where's that at? Category 5 this early was uncalled. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think any of us were expecting all that. We definitely weren't. Yeah, so not much has changed on the models, guys. We don't have really any new fresh runs. So HWRF has the same 962 millibar low. This model wants a lower in Cat 2. According to HWRF, in regarding to the sustained surface winds upon landfall, around 87 knots. 87 knot sustained would bring us at 100 miles an hour. It's just, yeah, just right there in Cat 2 realm, a lower Cat 2. How many miles will the eye hit on land? I'm not sure what you mean by that. How many miles until it hits land? So we determined here that the northern eye wall from the coast is about 56 miles. And it's moving north around 12 miles an hour. But yeah, HWRF, I think it's kind of taking this thing a little over the top, to be honest. But, I mean, yeah, we are going to see some rapid intensification here. Oh, here we go. Oh, she's still a tropical storm, y'all. Yes, indeed. Tropical Storm Beryl, advisory 38 issued. So, the newest update did not put her in a hurricane, guys. She's still a tropical storm. I'm not surprised. Yeah, pressure did go down though to 986 millibars. Let's go and update that. Oh wow, I forgot to update this. Hold on a minute, y'all. Ooh, hold on a minute. Yeah, we're a little behind here on our pressure and wind speeds. So she's at 70, and the pressure's down to 986 millibars. There we go. Yeah, that's up to date now. There you go. Let's see here. So the direct quote from the Hurricane Center says, Beryl forecasted to make landfall as a hurricane along the middle Texas coast early Monday. Conditions will deteriorate overnight with dangerous storm surge, flash flooding, and strong winds expected. Let's see here. Tina says, I just got on. Would you give me an update for 77511? Sure. Absolutely. I got you, my friend. Here, let's go and hop on back here. But yeah, I got you. Let's see here. 77511. Out there for Alvin, Texas. Okay, so you're in hurricane warnings. You're going to be on that nasty side of the storm. So there is a potential for a couple isolated tornadoes. Probability of you getting tornadic activity is 5% within 25 miles of you. So within 25 miles of you, there's a 5% chance a tornado will drop. Oh, there's our new cone, it looks like. Did that go even more north, it looks like? Yeah. We might have tracked a little bit more north. Ooh. This thing's going to go over Houston, y'all. There's a good possibility that this storm's getting ready to go over Houston. The good news, though, is that, yeah, Houston's going to be, ooh. I'm going to make a bold claim here, y'all. I don't know. Houston might eventually go to hurricane warning. don't take that too serious right now. You're not in a hurricane warning right now in Houston, but that cone just went over you, and the thing's going to be sustained. Oh, yeah, that's the new update there. 75 at 8 a.m. So that's going to be after landfall there. Oh, there you go. The cone changed back. But yeah, this thing likes, the software likes to glitch a little bit. But that cone you just saw was the official one. This is the previous one. Yeah, so this is the previous outlook here, showing 85 sustained at just before landfall with 105 gusts. Yeah, hopefully that new graphic will come out soon. Hopefully my program will stop glitching. Houston's going to get a very strong impact. Yeah, it kind of seems like I'm a little more concerned for Houston now, to be honest with you. It kind of looks like it's going to be heading there towards Houston now that we talk about it. It's kind of a rough turn at the last minute there. She's turning. She's turning to the east still. Wow. Tina says it could get rough. Yep, thank you. No problem. Yeah, like I said, you're in hurricane warning, so hurricane conditions is expected. So just make sure that you're all ready to go, Tina. I mean, hopefully you guys are already good to go because we're kind of down in the wire now. But yeah, best of luck to you, Tina. And if there's any further questions you might have while I'm live here, feel free to let me know. I'm gonna attempt to be live for coverage, guys. Once again, I'm gonna try to, but remember, this is gonna be early. I'm gonna try. It's gonna be a little difficult. It's gonna be a little bit difficult. And like I was mentioning as well, y'all, we're gonna also have to watch out for tornadoes too. Is the front steering this? So we have that high pressure up in the Central Plains. I think that's kind of contributing to it, maybe going a little more east than anticipated to begin with. So possibly. Here, I'm gonna try. I was gonna try to do a YouTube short live stream too at the same time. You know what? I will. I'm going to, y'all. I'm gonna attempt to do this. I have never done this before. I've never streamed on on YouTube Shorts as well. So I'm gonna try. You guys, we're gonna try this. No promises that it'll work. So if the stream cuts out, I'm gonna do another one. I'll go back live for you. Let's see. So I'm gonna have settings. Hold on a minute, y'all. 1 second. Bear with me. Here we go. Alrighty. Okay, hopefully we're good. We're live on 2 platforms here. This is the first time I've ever done live streaming on both YouTube Shorts and on actual streaming. Are we still good? Everything's still running good? I heard that this was possible, so I'm like, yeah, let's just try it. But anyways, yeah, like I was saying though, we are seeing the storm here overall. Tina, thank you so much. Appreciate it. Welcome to Tropical Storm Team, my friend. I really appreciate that. Greatly appreciate it. Yeah, there's our new cone. This is our latest and greatest cone here. Let's see here. Yeah, so this is the latest cone here regarding things. The forecast here I think is a little bit off, but as it rolls inland there, we're still going to be sustained at 75 with gusts up to 90. So, like I said, I think, guys, that this has became a little bit more of a problem for areas out by Houston. So we'll have to see here. Tina coming in with a $5 super chat. Thank you so much, Tina. I appreciate that. Thank you, thank you. Very, very nice of you. Yeah, by the way, y'all, I'm doing a YouTube short and a normal stream at the same time. I'm just, obviously, you know, I want to get the word out to as many people as possible, so by doing YouTube shorts and doing just flat out YouTube streaming right now, it's for the best. See here. Drink lots of coffee. Yeah, that's true. I do have my coffee maker, so I'll go ahead and make sure to make some coffee and all that stuff. Anyways, folks, let's go and hop on back over here. So this is the latest projections regarding rainfall. Winding, dude, thank you so much, man. Welcome to Tropical Storm Team. Appreciate your support. Yeah, big shout out goes to Winding, man. Awesome, dude. Thank you so much. But yeah, this is the latest regarding the rainfall. Hopefully you guys can see that all right. Here, let me move this a little bit for you. So out there by Houston, we're talking about 4 to 6 inches of rainfall expected out there. So 4 to 6 inches of rain. You know, slightly to the south, we could pick up maybe, 6 to 8 inches overall. That's certainly a possibility. So yeah, 6 to 8 inches of rainfall south of Houston. Upon the point of landfall, there is a few areas out there you guys can actually see here where we could see, maybe anywhere from 8 to 12 inches overall too. Let's see here. Is Lake Jackson gonna get it bad? Let's see here. Saw my YouTube shorts, by the way. Let's see here. Lake Jackson, Texas here. Let's see. Lake Jackson here. We're in the hurricane warning. Yeah, so Lake Jackson area. Let's see here. Bledsoe. Yeah, Lake Jackson. We are going to be seeing hurricane conditions out there. Like I said, the latest cone literally just came through. We're still my program's still trying to like I said, still trying to update here, but but yeah, Lake Jackson's going to be in some of the heaviest stuff, my friend. Be careful. Is Converse, Louisiana still good? Louisiana. So out there in Louisiana, like I said, the good news is that we're not expecting like hurricane or tropical storm force winds, but when it does come to it, though, we are seeing a tornado threat. And like I was saying, out there towards the, the more west you go, central and western Louisiana has a pretty good shot for a couple tornadoes out there. So that's what we need to look out for. Should Galveston Bay tropical storm warnings be upgraded? Galveston Bay. Yeah, I think that would probably be a good call. But just know, as of now, Hurricane Center has not done that, so it's not official. It's not official. But, the latest projections here does have this thing obviously pushing its way more towards the Galveston Bay and Houston area. So that's what I'm a little bit concerned about. Let's do a little update on the hurricane hunters, guys. I'm gonna have to start bringing my my stuff over here to y'all because I have my YouTube short stream too. Like I said, I'm doing both at the same time. If you guys want to see the full screen, go on my main page and you'll find it. You'll even see the face cam and stuff like that on there. So, but this is just a way that I can, hopefully gather more people to prepare them for the event. Obviously. Anyways, but yeah, here's the oh, look at that. They just changed directions. So they did find a central low of 987 millibars overall, and they were going southwest. Now they're turning. They're going east now. So they're gonna go ahead and start investigating the southeastern quadrant, and then what they're gonna do after that is that they are gonna actually pull back northwest. And they're going to go over the, then they're going to go over portions like through the eye again, up into the northwestern quadrant overall. And then they're going to turn east, likely turn east to investigate that northeastern quadrant again. So the future path looks something kind of like this in a way. They're going to do something like that. Let's see. Good luck to everyone out there. Absolutely. Yeah, like I said, the good news is, like I was saying, this thing's not a major hurricane or anything like, some previous events. It's not as crazy as like, Harvey. You know, a lot of people have been comparing this to Harvey. There's nothing to compare the storm with Harvey at all. So, yeah, the storm's not like Harvey, man. This thing is literally completely different. First of all, Harvey sat over one area near Houston for a long period of time. The storm is just expected to continue moving. She's not expected to stop completely. And also, this storm here is, you know, like I mentioned, a lot weaker. The storm here, this one's actually a, you know, like I said, getting into Category 1 strength, while Harvey was a Cat 4. See here, Juan says it might reach 80 mile an hour. Yeah, honestly, it's actually forecasted to, matter of fact. We'll see what the latest hurricane hunters, what they do. So, yeah, like I mentioned, they're flying east right now. They're flying east right now. We're going to bring up the models here for you guys as well. So, yeah, like latest HWRF and all that, all them fun people out there, or this fun model, I should say, shows these people out here getting like a lower 960 millibar low. Once again, HWRF, this model here typically makes things worst case scenario overall. 30 to 60 inches of rainfall. Yeah, no, there's nothing nearly like that with this storm here. Yeah, this model is actually pretty wild. Like I was saying here, this latest model even shows the eye maybe becoming slightly visible. I don't think it will though, personally. See here, massive stream, by the way. Thanks. Let's see here. Yeah, I got 2 streams going on, man. This is the first time I've dual streamed ever in my life. I've never done 2 streams at one point. This might even be a very good way of like, you know, just helping people out. You know, getting that word out there. If I can get it out there on shorts and on mainstream as well, then of course. What's up, Angelina? It's kind of hard to see chat though because my big old mic's in the way. Here, let me improvise. I'm gonna do this. Got my Nesquik chocolate milk, not a sponsor. Oh shoot, that's not gonna work. Let me. Oh, you know what? That is better. Like that. There you go. It's right on the edge. So if you fall over, well, I'll fix it. Now I can actually see the chat. Let's see here. Okay, so yeah, we'll keep you updated on the hurricane hunters. Cone shifted north. Houston's fully in it. Yeah, that's the latest information that we got here, y'all. So the storm is actually, it looks like it might go right through Houston. So this is not the latest cone. Is it the latest cone? Yeah, actually looks like it is the latest cone here. Huh. Yeah, like I said, this program's a little glitchy whenever you get a new cone or a new advisory gets issued. We're already starting to see some of those bands starting to come inland there. Y'all see that? Starting to get some of those bands there south of Houston. So Houston will start feeling this here pretty soon, if they're not already. Let me pull up our MEDAR data here. We're going to take a look and see what MEDAR is showing here. Wind speeds. I might even be able to... Let's see here. I might even be able to, let's see... pull up our buoys. Yeah, buoys. That's going to be interesting. We probably won't be able to see anything because it's night out here now. Oh, shoot. We have a buoy in the northeastern eye wall there. 58 mile an hour winds. Yeah, see, it's completely pitch black on that buoy. Sustained winds of 44. What's up, Tang? Hope you're doing good. Let's see here. What's up, 777? Hope you're doing good, my friend. Yeah, like I said, I'm doing a YouTube short stream and a normal stream on my channel because, well, like I said, obviously, the more people we can gather, the better, you know, even if it means, and obviously people are on shorts too, so it's like, this is the best way to help everybody out here, man. So, oh yeah, I want to go ahead and go over this real quickly. So this is a little homework chart I made for you guys. So I made this for y'all earlier. Took time out of my day to make this. So yeah, food and water. Make sure y'all have it. You know, non-perishable foods and a lot of water to help you through the storm here. Flashlight with extra batteries. Make sure the batteries in your flashlight are still working for one, and make sure you have extra batteries in case it's make sure it's gone. Or, sorry, make sure you have extra batteries and make sure that they don't go out, I should say. Important documents, yeah, so like, you know, insurance and stuff like that, papers, very, very important overall. Portable chargers, make sure your phone's charged for one by the night. Also make sure that you, you know, like I said, you have those portable chargers, make sure that, you know, they're charged as well. Gas in your car and generator, first aid kit, very, very important things to have out there. Where's the hurricane going? This thing is kind of going up near Houston. The latest cone here has this thing passing right through Houston. Would not be surprised, y'all, if we got a hurricane warning that might be extended. Is that new? Hold on. Whoa. Hey guys, I don't know if you I don't remember this previously, but was Galveston in the hurricane warning, or is that brand new? Because Galveston now is in a hurricane warning out there. Can I check where it's heading? Most likely going to end up. Yeah, so like I said, it is going to be making landfall. Kind of out there south of Bay City, south of Lake Jackson area. That's kind of where the landfall is expected here right now. And then, of course, this thing is going to continue up here to the north. It's going to go up there as a tropical storm out there could be still in place towards Lufkin and Jacksonville area. So, you know, it could still be a tropical storm at that point. Then it's going to quickly, you know, downgrade, turn into a depression as we approach, you know, like Arkansas. But at that point in time, there still is going to be a tornado threat. So now is Woodland / Conroe going to get it rough? Where's that at? Hold on. Do you have a zip code for that? That'd be a lot easier. We have to share this information as many people as possible, says James. Yes, that would be much appreciated, guys. If y'all could help share this, that way we can, you know, help keep people prepared in weather we're out here throughout the regions. You know, like I said, we're seeing a hurricane get ready to make landfall out there here in Texas. And like I said, the latest cone here does show that like Houston could be in a bit of trouble. So, yeah, this thing is shifted more towards Houston. At the time being, it's either going to be an upper-level tropical storm or a low-end Cat 1. But remember, that dirty side still is going to be over Houston. So that's kind of, you know, where we're seeing some concerns. You know, so Houston, I want y'all to be a little bit more precautious out there, because it seems like it's going a little bit more north. The more north it goes, actually, the more water it's going to be in. So if this thing continues going north, it's going to be in water for a little bit longer, which could, you know, allow it to have a little bit more time of picking up strength. We'll see. I mean, you know, as of now, she's forecasted to be, you know, sustained right around, I think it was 85 upon landfall per last update. But yeah, the next cone or the next marker has this thing already over land, so that's not going to be its landfall strength. It's 75 sustained. It's going to quickly lose strength once it rolls over land, though. Let's see here. There's a chance of 2 to 4 inches of rain in Michigan. Out of this storm, it's a little hard to tell out that far, because, you know, there's a lot of things we got to take into consideration. So here's the rainfall map, y'all. This is the latest on the rainfall. You know, like I was saying, Houston, 4 to 6 inches of rain out there. South of Houston, so some of the areas south of Houston, upon the point of landfall, we could see 8 to 12 inches of rain. So 8 to 12 inches of rain is possible out there by Houston overall. So a bit concerning. A lot of this is going to be east of San Antonio, east of Waco for the most part. Dallas, maybe an inch or two. Lake Charles, actually in southwest Louisiana. We have a little bit of surges actually concerning for some of those areas just south of Lake Charles. We'll get to that here in a second. But Lake Charles area, you know, possibly could see, you know, like I said, 2 to 4 inches. 2 to 4 inches of rainfall out there. Northwestern Louisiana out there by Shreveport. Now we could see about 1 to 2. Like I said, right there, right around like 1 to 2 inches of rainfall out there. So that's a bit of a concern. Little Rock, Arkansas, 2 to 4. Fort Smith, Arkansas, 4 to 6. Man, Springfield, Missouri, and Springfield, Illinois, as of now, right there in the 2 to 4 inch range. St. Louis 2 to 4 as well. So it's just a little bit of an update on the rain expected there. Is it going to go through Greenville, Texas? Where's Greenville, Texas? Actually, here, let me pull this up here. See, yeah, if y'all could do zip code to make it a lot easier on me. Greenville, Texas. This is in. Okay, yeah, a lot of the impact's going to stay to your east. But rainfall wise, yeah, you're just east of Dallas. You know, it'll be right in the realm of 2 to 4 inches of rain. Let's see. Ethan says it's new, I think. Yeah, I think so too. I don't recall Galveston being in a hurricane warning as of a few minutes ago. What's up, Jill? Hope we're doing good. Yeah, I think Galveston's newly under hurricane warnings as of the last advisory. I'm pretty sure that's what did it. Is New Orleans going to get about an inch from outer bands? Tash, it's a little hard to kind of measure precipitation on those outer bands. Not a whole lot of rain is expected out in that way, though, from the system. New Orleans, 1 to 2 inches is on the map, but you're on the edge of it, so confidence ain't too high on that, to be honest with you. Yeah, maybe we could get a little bit. All right, y'all. Let's do a little Hurricane Hunter action here. We're going to get a little update on the Hurricane Hunters. So they are currently flying on the south side of the storm. They are trucking to the east here currently. So, like I said, their future path, they're going to end up continuing going to the west here, and then they're going to turn around. They're going to go to the northwest, cross through the eye of the storm again, do a big, do a big hourglass, basically, and then turn back to the east. Go through the eye again, so they're gonna be doing some of that kind of that's kind of their flight plan. Typically, what they do. Does the NHC post them on Twitter? Yes, they do. They do. So go on Twitter and just look up the Hurricane Center. Marcus, can you throw a zip code? That'll be a lot easier, man. What about Baytown? So yeah, same thing, guys. If y'all could throw down a zip code instead, it'd make it easier. Because I have to type on my keyboard, and my phone is right in front of my keyboard, so I have to kind of go just under my keyboard here. Not to mention, I can't even see the keys hardly. Baytown. Let's see here, Baytown, Texas. Tropical storm warning out there, so. Yeah, as of now, tropical storm conditions is expected. Now, we're not expecting hurricane conditions as of now, but like I said, they're creeping closer. The latest cone did put it a little bit more to the east, the storm, which would allow for areas like Houston to maybe have a little bit more of an impact. Galveston, though, like I was saying there, we do have, at this point in time, we do have hurricane warnings in place out there for Galveston. Regardless, like I said, regardless right now, Galveston is in that. Oh my goodness, it's scary. I'm seeing zip codes on both my mainstream and my... Oh no. Alright, let's see here. See, Trey 77073. We're not going to do too many of these right now, y'all. Do a couple here and there. Yeah, Houston, like I said, when it comes to it, Houston I think is a little bit more concerning of an area now with that latest cone. Like I said, you're either going to see lower NCAT 1 strength winds or you're going to see upper tropical storm force overall. So, that's that. Let's see here. Let's see. Evie, I think it's your name. 77064. 77064 here. That's in Houston. Yeah, a lot of folks out in Houston. Yeah, so like I said, y'all, in Houston, I think the, like I said, she shifted here, that last update. It was going more to the west of you last update. Now it's shifted more to the east here. With that more northerly movement that we've been seeing out of that storm overall. So, yeah, when it comes to it out there, Houston does seem to be, right there in that upper level tropical storm force or lower in Cat 1. But we'll see. But yeah, regardless, make sure you're prepared for it, better to be over-prepared than under-prepared, because we want to make sure that you guys are prepared and that you don't take this, don't just brush it off. There's a lot of people who be like, we'll just brush it off. It's like, don't be that guy. Don't just ignore it, because, there could be a time where, power goes out for a while and, you're not ready for it, man. Just be ready. Shenandoah, here's a zip code for BG here. This is up in the middle of the path. This is north of Houston. Tropical storm warnings in place out there. So you, my friend, are, yep, you're in that. Let's see, Caleb, 18446. Let's see here. 18446. Gotcha. Oh yeah, Pennsylvania, we're good. No concerns really out there. Let's see here. I'm in Houston. Everyone be safe. Get your candles ready. Get things charged. Stay inside. Absolutely. And like I said, here's the thing that I made for everybody. I made this earlier before I went live for you guys. I just kind of threw this together. Make sure you have non-perishable foods and water together. Like raviolis would be a good example of non-perishable foods. Something that can store on room temperature. So yeah, something like that. Also, flashlight with extra batteries. Make sure the batteries work inside the flashlight as well. Important documents, insurance papers, because, those are going to become very important, possibly. If there's any damages, you're going to need those. Phone chargers, portable phone chargers, make sure they're all charged up by tonight. Make sure they're ready to go. And, also gas in your car and your generator. Make sure there's enough gas to get you there somewhere. Once again, if the power goes out, those pumps are going to be not able to pump gas. So that's a thing you got to think about. Also generators, if you want some electricity, make sure they're filled up. Make sure they're maintenance properly. Make sure there's enough oil. Make sure the oil, if you haven't changed your oil in a while, it'd be possible that you might need to do that. If they sit around for a long time and if you don't change their oil, they can become kind of gunky. So make sure that you have fresh oil, fresh gas in your engines there, in your generators. And of course, lastly, first aid kit. Very important. Very important. Make sure you have all that stuff together, okay? Let's see here. Just don't want my power off. Yeah, I understand that. Let's see. Here in Dallas, we had 90-mile-an-hour winds blow through back in late May. That might honestly be worse than what's about to hit Houston. That is a good possibility, but also this is going to be lasting a bit more longer than those storms out there. And while yeah, Texas does get some pretty gnarly storms, but just remember these ones are going to last a little bit longer. All right, so hurricane hunters, they're up in the southeastern side of the storm there. So there's your eye. That's the center of the storm. So they're on the southeastern side right out here. And when it comes to it, they're getting ready to turn northwest, and they're going to start going towards the eye there. We'll go ahead and play this in motion here. Let's see, a radio is useful in this situation. Weather radio can't be anything harmful. So if you have a weather radio, make sure there's batteries in it and all that stuff too. Anyways, so yeah, there's your central circulation. That's it. Let me pull up infrared again. I want to take a look at the clean LWIR infrared view. Oh wow, dude! Holy cow! Okay, so that whole center is like looking a lot better now. Oh shoot! Hold on, I'm accidentally loading too many frames here. Let's go back to not 250 frames. I'll load 30. So here's the latest scans on the storm here. So you see up there, there's a lot of convection to the north and to the south. Oh, hello. Hello, program. What are you doing? What? My program is not liking me right now. There we go. Nice. Yeah, but you can see recently there's a lot of, a lot more better shape to the storm here. We got a lot of convection once again to the south. That was kicking off with all that, and then we had that convection to the north. So, that dry air issue that I was talking to you guys about yesterday, that's pretty much been resolved overall. What city am I in? I'm in Lakeland, Florida. Is it going to Kingsville, Texas? Let's see here. Once again, if y'all could do zip codes, it'd be a lot better on me. We'll do a couple here and there. If you see me on my main stream right now, you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. I have to look around my phone. So Kingsville, yeah, you guys are in tropical storm warnings. Honestly, to be honest with y'all, you're probably feeling some of the heaviest of it right now. Because this thing's not making landfall over you. You're probably feeling the worst of it right now. Let's see here. Hey, from New Zealand, what's up? Hello from Central Florida, my friend, saying thanks for keeping us internationally informed. You're very welcome. Very welcome. You know, this is here for everybody's viewing and for everybody's safety. And you know, like I said, when it comes to it, I'm gonna be here for you. Mig wants me to take a look at, let's see, 77979. Let's see here, 979. We'll do a couple here and there, okay? Port Lavaca. So yeah, Port Lavaca looks a little bit better. You're going to be on that clean side of that system. The winds are a little bit weaker on the clean side for one overall, so that'll be good. But yeah, you're still in hurricane warning, so hurricane conditions is still expected. So you know, things right up on you. Jason says, is she officially a hurricane now? Nah, not quite. Not quite. No, we just had Advisory 38 come through from the Hurricane Center. And they did state that it's still a tropical storm. Barely a tropical storm, dude. She's like right on. Here, let me bring up NHC here overall. So here's Hurricane Center page. Y'all can't see that very well. Let me turn around a little bit. So y'all see that? There you go. Ignore my paint on my screen for the people on my YouTube short channel right now. So yeah, 70 sustained currently, 986 millibar low. Moving north-northwest at 10. It actually dropped 2-mile-an-hour wind speeds, actually, matter of fact. There we go. Nice view. Yeah, but she dropped. For everybody else, you guys can see it. Yeah, it's like Tash said, peak tropical storm right now. You know, there can't be any stronger tropical storm than this thing is. I mean, once again, it's teeter-tottering. It's teeter-tottering between you know, low-end Cat 1 and upper-level tropical storm. So she's right on the line, man. She's crossing the line currently. Yeah, you know, this thing might even become could become a little bit stronger with that next pass that the hurricane hunters are getting ready to do. Let's see. Okay, so this is the latest update. So this is SFMR. This is surface winds here. Estimated surface winds, basically. So yeah, we had peaks up to 55 knots out there, which would still put this in tropical storm realm. They're not in a core yet, so the winds are still hovering around 45. We did have a peak up there. Whoa, that's interesting. That's a suspect though. Suspect SFMR up there to like 60 knots. Wouldn't trust that too much. But yeah, no, it's whenever they cross back into the eye there, we'll talk about it. The central low, look at that, y'all. Whoa! I just noticed that lowest point of pressure here that they found was 985. So that's why the update from the Hurricane Center went to 986. Yep, right around there. That makes total sense, actually. Ava says, double tap screen to show your appreciation. Thank you, appreciate it. No, I don't think it'd be a tornado outbreak, but cyclone-induced tornadic activity is certainly a thing. So on the eastern side, that's what I was saying, you know, between clean and dirty sides to hurricanes. On the eastern side of the storm, that's where you have your strongest winds, not just in the lower atmosphere, but also upper atmosphere too. Just your strongest winds in general is up there on the eastern side of the storm. So upper level winds out there, you know, all of that. So yeah, strong upper level winds, and a lot of your moisture, your heaviest moisture is out there on the eastern side too, and your greatest amount of instability. How can I tell what stream I'm on? If you can see my face, you are on our main stream. The YouTube short stream is on YouTube Shorts. So I figured I'd do this so I can get as many people informed as possible. That is very important to me, and I want to ensure you guys are safe, and at least prepared for it. You know, obviously I want you safe, but you know, your chances are much better if you're prepared for it. Yeah, like I said, HWRF here. This is the latest 18 Zulu run. We don't have any later ones yet. Hopefully here soon we'll get that 0 Zulu render. Let's see here. Let's see, live in the country with minimal open space. Large tornadoes are rare here. Yeah. You know, out of tropical cyclones, most tornadoes are brief. They're not like those long track supercells you typically see during an outbreak. Nothing like that. Nah, they'll likely just be like brief tornadoes, but the winds are still pretty strong in them. Let's do an update on the hurricane hunters. Are they going northwest yet? They are. Look at that. They turned northwest. Okay, so they're coming up on the eye again, y'all. They are. So you can see they came in from the northwestern side. They went through the eye. They did a little bit of a route change because they found the eye there. Went through the eye. Then they went to the southwestern quadrant, and then they did a sharp turn. They turned to the right, investigating the southern part of the storm, and then did a little bit of an inflow test, or a little bit of an inflow research on the storm here, getting some information on that southeastern side of the storm. And then, of course, they're now tracking northwest, so they're making a run for the eye again. What category is it right now? It's a tropical storm, actually. It's an upper-level tropical storm. Yeah, once again, this thing is borderline Cat 1, borderline tropical storm. So, like I was mentioning here, to be considered a to be considered a hurricane, you have to have sustained winds of at least 74 miles an hour and greater. Right now, we are, like I said, right now we are essentially right at 70 miles an hour, so we're just shy of hurricane strength. No, this is not going to hit Puerto Rico. It's going to hit Texas. We're a little far away from Puerto Rico. Yeah, they usually don't go from Texas to Puerto Rico too often. You're good, man. Nothing to worry about out there. Storm's already passed by. It actually hit the Windward Islands out there several days ago. Covered that too, man. Yeah, we covered the Lesser Antilles as well as Jamaica. Hit Jamaica pretty hard too. It hit the Yucatan Peninsula. We didn't really cover much on that. I did updates until the point of landfall, but landfall was like 2 in the morning, and I was not able to live stream that night on the 4th of July, the night of the 4th of July. So, you're welcome. Is it Stefan? No problem. Let's see here. Will it hit Sugarland? Have family there? Let's see here. It's a little hard for me to look around the camera and all. Whoa, this is Virginia. What the heck? Sugarland. Is this in Houston, Texas? Yeah, Houston's gonna get hit pretty good. It looks like with the latest model runs and stuff like that do show you guys getting hit pretty good out there. Marcus, as of now, there's no other tropical system I'm watching. We have a lot of Saharan dust up in the atmosphere right now, out by the MDR. So that's going to kind of stunt any MDR formation of tropical cyclone anytime soon, I think. I think we're going to have a little bit of break after Cracker Barrel here. Like I said, I given this name, the official name for this storm is Cracker Barrel. Let's see, what did I think of the Twisters film? I haven't watched it yet. I forgot about that movie, to be honest with you. See you later, Tash. Thanks for joining. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Yeah, I'm real curious to see what that next scan's gonna do, y'all. Cracker Barrel is a good restaurant. Yeah, I've been wanting their dumplings lately. Ever since this hurricane, man, I've always been thinking, like I said, Cracker Barrel. It's the official name I've given it. It's like, dude, ever since I've thought of that, it's like it's been stuck in my head of some, of having some of those dumplings at Cracker Barrel. So good, dude. So I think after this is all said and done, y'all, I think whenever Hurricane Cracker Barrel is done with, I think I'm gonna get me some Cracker Barrel. That's gonna be one of my first things I do after Cracker Barrel's done. So, let's see. Looks like the system is getting angrier. Or is it just me? It is getting angrier. Yep, she's oh, holy cow. Okay. Y'all, we just got a lightning detection up in that northern portion of the storm. You see that little plus there? Now you might be like, well, hurricane, or you might be like, well, lightning. That's pretty common in storms. Well, hurricanes not so much. And whenever you see a lightning activity in the eye wall, that usually means that she's strengthening pretty quickly. That usually means like rapid intensification. If you see lightning in the eye wall of a hurricane, that's not a good sign. That means it's getting stronger. So she's doing it, and because we're getting lightning activity on that storm, you know, I wouldn't even be surprised, y'all, if we are in Cat 1 status right now. We're close. We are really close, regardless. Right now, she's sustained at 70. Let's see. But if you guys haven't already, consider leaving a like and subscribing for me. We greatly appreciate it. So we'll continue to keep y'all updated. Speaking of updates, they're in the eye right now. Look at that. Let's go and hop over to our main thing here. This one hasn't updated quite yet, but hop back to this program. You can see they're in the eye right now. Or actually, matter of fact, sorry, they are just in the southeastern eye wall. So if I pause this on the last scan here, you can actually see that they are right here. That's where the latest. They're obviously a little bit further now, but there's the central eye. That's the center point of the storm. So they're getting ready to do a drop zone. Let's see here. See, Light says also sub like. Thank you, I appreciate it, my friend. Yeah, like I said, you know, I decided to do this on YouTube Short too, because you know there's people on both YouTube Shorts and on just YouTube. So if you go to our main channel, you'll actually see our main stream, like our main stream on the computer. So I'm doing 2 streams on this channel right now because you know obviously the more people we can reach out to, the better, man. That's what we're here for. You know, any way of helping y'all out. We'll hit East Dallas. Dallas, not really. No, Dallas is going to hardly have any effects from this system here. Even the rainfall projection. Here's the latest map, by the way. Beryl even has you guys on that 1 to 2 inch range. So the light green shows 1 to 2 inches of rainfall. The dark green shows 2 to 4 inches of rainfall. The yellow area shows, let's see, 4 to 6 inches of rainfall. The orange, so that kind of yellowish orange color, this shade right here, where my cursor's over, that is 6 to 8 inches of rainfall. And then, of course, the area here towards the actual orange. This is 8 to 12 here overall. And then we do have a little area just off the coast of 12 to 16 inches, but you know, when it comes to it, though, I mean, whatever rain falls off the coast, that's not a big deal. Oh my golly, dude! Stefan here, coming in with a $20 super chat on our YouTube Shorts live stream. Stefan, thank you so much, man. That is really nice of you. That is beyond sweet of you. Thank you so much, my friend. You did not have to do that. That really helps me out. I appreciate that, man. If there's anything I do for you, Stefan, let me know, all right? I deeply appreciate that support. You are awesome, man. Thank you so much. Yeah, Johnny, that was very, very sweet of Stefan. Thank you so much, dude. You know what? I'm going to use that. I'm going to use that 20, my friend, to get some Cracker Barrel... some Cracker Barrel dumplings. You know, I've been calling this storm Cracker Barrel since since it went through the Lesser Antilles there. So that's the plan, man. Thank you so much. Texas Repo says we're hunkered down in Sugarland. Expected to lose power at some point. I have a small generator that can power a fridge and lights. We're good. All right, yeah. Glad to see that, my friend. Glad to see that you're prepared. Yeah, like I said, just make sure you have those generators gassed up. Make sure they have you know, clean oil and stuff too. If they've been sitting around for a long time, they can get pretty nasty, pretty gunked up. So just make sure you got like fresh oil and you know, fresh gas and stuff like that. Same with your cars. Just make sure they're filled up, because you got to remember, if power goes out, you know, this is more specifically for the landfall areas. If the power goes out, I mean, power can go out anywhere really in Texas on the eastern side at this point in time, you know, between all the rain and the winds we're expecting. But I'm just saying, like, for the people who have power outages and stuff, you're not going to be able to get gas because, well, first of all, you know, the pumps won't run because you won't have electricity. So that's kind of the issue. Same thing with, like, water. Your well pumps ain't going to be able to pump up any water, and you're not going to be able to get much fresh water. That's why we tell you to get some cases of water. That way, you know, you already have water. So, Let's see here. What program am I using? This is Radar Omega. It is available. I think it's available on Android, but not a sponsorship. Like I said, you know, this channel, one thing I will promise you guys is we'll never do sponsorships on this channel. Like I said, money's not a priority for me. While I really do appreciate all the support I get, money's not a priority. You know, I know a lot of these other channels do, a lot of these other channels, they like to do sponsorships and stuff just so they can get more money, but not me. I know how annoying ads are, so you don't got to worry about that. And you know, when you click on my live stream, then yeah, you'll probably see an ad, but that's the only ad you're gonna see, really. Let's see. Light, what the heck, dude? But like I said, I'm glad to see y'all are getting prepared out there. Let's go ahead and hop on over here to Hurricane Hunter. So yep, there they are. They are they're up there in the they're up there in the eye. They've likely already passed the eye. This is just the last update we've had. Ooh, what I just remembered. Let's take a look at some of that SF. Yeah, let's take a look at the data we're getting here. From where they pass through the SFMR data here. Oh, we just got a tornado watch, y'all. We just got a tornado watch. I think for Texas. Let me clarify that in a second. I'll look. Let's see. 336 with the latest update. Interesting. Yeah, pressure's tanking on their aircraft there. Stephen says, okay, I have it, thank you. I need to go through my settings to get what you have on yours. Gotcha. Yeah, it's available on Android and iOS. So, yeah. See, I live in Dallas. Dallas is not going to feel much effects, honestly. You might get a little bit of rain out of this guy, but, you know, once again, it's not anything super crazy. Anyways, y'all, so here is the latest information, y'all. On the surges, like I said, we are expecting 4 to 7 foot of storm surge out there towards the Matagorda Bay area. So you guys are expecting 4 to 7 foot of storm surge right there between Port O'Connor and San Luis Pass. We are expecting 4 to 7 foot of storm surge. Mesquite Bay, I remembered it this time. Mesquite Bay, I never knew how to pronounce this one quite right. But Mesquite Bay, I'm pretty sure it is. Up to Port O'Connor, 3 to 5 foot of storm surge. Out there by Corpus Christi Bay, we've downgraded to 1 to 3, thankfully. But yeah, like I said, upon the point of landfall here, y'all, we have upgraded to 4 to 7 foot of storm surge out there. Is the aircraft piloted? Yes. There's actual people, a whole team of researchers right now in that aircraft, and they're currently flying in the storm right now. Yeah, they're probably coming out of that northwestern eye wall right now, if they haven't already. So that's that. Stephen says, thank you so much. Have a good night. Let's see here. NWS team, be safe out there. Absolutely. Stephen, once again, I appreciate your support, my friend. Thank you so much. And it's, like I said, greatly appreciated. What's up, Winding? Hope we're doing good, man. Let's see here. I wonder what that latest drop sign reading is going to show us. I wonder. We're gonna go back here for a minute. I'm gonna look at the latest updates. Okay, there's no new updates on here. Let's see. New team, I meant. Oh, gotcha. Is it Beaumont? Mesquite? Oh. Oh, wait, never mind. No, I got it right. Mesquite, right? Mesquite, I think. Yeah, Mesquite. No, not Squeet. Mesquite Bay. There you go. There you go. Yeah, I'll have to remember that one, man. You know, that's gonna take a while for me to get that one solid. Anyways, y'all, so here's the latest rainfall again. Once again, like I said, we're going to update the page, make sure it's fresh. Yep, so this is the latest update we got. Light says, I would use Venmo, but can't use it here. Hopefully your merch delivers to us in Oceania. I'm not too sure, but I'm pretty sure it is international. To really anybody. We also do have other forms if you did want to support us, like Cashapp too. If you can't use just Venmo, there's other ways of doing it. But like I said, you know, you don't have to do any of that. Let me make sure on my notifications I didn't get anything. Yeah, sometimes I forgot to look at notifications on my phone, so in case something came through, I checked it. We're good. Yeah, so they've already passed the eye again, y'all. So we're just kind of awaiting data here to see what the latest hurricane hunters. What's up, Gabe? Have I experienced a hurricane in Florida? Yes. The last one I experienced was Nicole back in 22. I wasn't here for the other ones. I was up in Kentucky at that point. Okay, so yeah, there you go. So 987 was the first pass they did. That's not the latest sonde. So we shall see what the latest path through shows us. Yeah, the other Hurricane Hunter mission, they already went home. Let's see here. Light says I'll look into it more. That sounds good. Sounds good. But like I said, y'all don't got to do anything. You know, once again, money is, you know, not what I'm here for. I'm here to help keep y'all weather aware and prepared. What the heck? They went a distance without logging any data there. That's interesting. At least it could be a software issue. I don't know. Yes, Mesquite. Thank you, Winding. I appreciate it, man. See, it's really calm here. No winds. Maybe the calm before the storm. Maybe. Possibly. It's not a website, Baker. It's a program I use. Or unless I do use a couple websites. I use all kinds of software. It depends on which one you're talking about. All right, y'all. Here's what we're gonna do real quickly. I'm gonna go ahead and go over the hurricane warnings and watches. That way, you guys can kind of know where you're at. So first of all, let me do this. I'm gonna turn off the data for a minute. I'm gonna do this as well. Oh, probably not a good idea. Actually, let's turn that back on. So I'm gonna go over the areas that is under the hurricane warnings, tropical storm warnings, and all that stuff. So for that, I'm going to turn off the cone for a minute. We're also going to turn off the severe weather overlay here. I'm just trying to make it look clean. That way you don't, you know, there's nothing in the way for us here. Let me turn off the power outages here. I'll be able to tell you guys outages there too. Matter of fact, hurricane hunters are getting close. They're heading, you can see where they're at. They're heading directly towards Victoria. They're not allowed to do any drop sondes over land for obvious reasons. You don't want a drop sonde going through your window. That wouldn't be very good. Wouldn't be very good. Yeah, absolutely, guys. Make sure that you keep your prayers out for sure. 75 is a hurricane, 70 mile an hour is a storm, right? Yes, that is correct. Do I want to be a newscaster? No, I think I just want to be a YouTuber, weather YouTuber. That's just, I've always wanted to be a YouTuber in general, and that way I can cover more areas too. You know, while a meteorologist covers usually one area, I cover the whole U.S. in the tropics, severe weather world, and you know, winter weather. I cover it all. This is where I like to be. You know, being a YouTuber and that. Anyways, let's go ahead and turn off MEDAR here real quickly, and then we're gonna get into the hurricane warnings. I'll let you all know where those are at here in a second. So let's go and get that up. Okay, we're gonna start off with tropical storm warnings. Okay, so here's South Texas. You guys can see this is South Texas. We got ourselves, let's see, tropical storm warnings in effect for Kingsville, out there towards Corpus Christi, Port Arkansas, Mathis. I don't know that one. You guys can see that on both screens. I have no idea how you pronounce that one. Beeville, Golad. I don't know. Not confident on that. Victoria. We have Port Lavaca. So Victoria and Port Lavaca, these are in hurricane warnings, by the way. Tropical storm warnings for that area there too. You guys can see on the screens. Let's see, Hallettsville, I think that one is. LaGrange, I know that one. I used to live in a town called LaGrange. Columbus, that one's pretty easy as well. These are in tropical storm warnings out there. El Campo, hurricane warnings towards Edna, Victoria, Port Lavaca, Bay City, Lake Jackson, not Little Jackson, Lake Jackson, sorry. I'm sorry, y'all. It's late. I've had a long day today. Yeah, so Bay City area, Lake Jackson, those are hurricane warnings. That's kind of where the storm's expected to make landfall. We got like Rosenberg, tropical storm warnings out there. Sugar Land area, Houston, tropical storm warnings. Now, they did add a hurricane warning for Galveston. Okay. Not for the Galveston Bay, but for Galveston. The area here in Galveston. This is now a, like I said, this is a hurricane warning now. So this thing is going to go north of Brownsville, Texas. So, yeah, they don't have any warnings out there anymore. They actually just lifted those. I just now noticed that. Yeah, those warnings are gone down in the South Texas. They got rid of them. But yeah, the tropical storm warnings goes all the way out there towards College Station, Texas, Madisonville, Texas, Grapeland, Crockett, Texas, south of Lufkin, out there by Woodville. Let's see here, Beeville Oaks, I think it is. Liberty, North Cleveland, Port Arthur. Yeah, those are tropical storm warnings out there. Yeah, I was going to say you sound tired. Yeah, I'm a little tired. You know, we're still a couple hours away from landfall here. I'm going to try to get some sleep here soon. I just kind of want to... See, my phone battery is 11%. Whenever that gets pretty low, I'm just going to call it a stream. And then I'm going to try to go back live later on. Maybe just not sleep, but, you know, just relax, just rest for a little bit. And then, of course, you know, like, go back live for you guys. So this is not the end of it. I'll go live for coverage. It's just, I'm going to have to pull an all-nighter tonight. The things I do for you guys. I'm kidding. I love it. I really do. I love being here for y'all. So I'm going to have to, like, pull, like, a late-nighter tonight or an all-nighter tonight so that I'll be there for landfall. But obviously, at the point now, everybody's curious on the storm and wanting to know updates, so I'm doing both. I want to be here for y'all to update you so you're not left in the dark. And I'm also wanting to be here for live coverage as well. So I'm gonna do my best, man. I'm gonna do my best. You know, I can only do so much. I'm human after all. You know, it's a little difficult for me, but I'm gonna power through as much as I can to be here to help out. Texas, you're very welcome for streaming, my friend. I'm glad. M. Baker says we love you, dude. Thank you so much. I really appreciate the support, y'all. You guys are great. I love y'all. I'm here for you. But yeah, so that's the latest on the hurricane warning. So simply the pink, or so the kind of pinkish purple color here, those polygons. It's more of like a maroon color here. This is these are hurricane warnings out there. So these are just shy of Houston, including Galveston there, south of Houston, northeast of Corpus Christi. Hurricane warnings out there. Tropical storm warnings out there, basically just slightly south of Corpus Christi by Kingsville. That's where it starts, and then that goes all the way up there towards areas south of Lufkin and towards there, including Grapeland and Crockett areas. That's where the tropical storm warnings are at. No shame on taking a break. Yeah, you know, I will at some point, whenever, because I'm at 10% battery now, so my battery's getting pretty low. Let me do a notification check, just make sure I didn't get any notifications. Okay, we're good. Yeah, that's one thing I'm worried about. If I get a donation on Venmo or something, I'm not gonna be able to see it. it just makes it a little, because I'm streaming right now, and it makes it a little more difficult. So, let's see here. Yeah, let's pull up radar again, y'all. Oh, I probably need to turn back on that data so you can actually see it. There you go. Okay. Alrighty, so she did a clear pass. Let's see if there's any drops on data yet. Oh, is that it? No, that's okay. That's the first scan. So they went through. They did a drop on. So hopefully here soon, guys, we'll have a new update. We'll probably call it a stream here, maybe anywhere from like 15 to 30 minutes from now. I mean, we've already been streaming about 2.5 hours already. Not on this one. On the shorts page, I've been streaming about an hour, 55 minutes so far. And on my other stream, I'm doing 2 streams right now. The other one, I have been streaming 2 hours and 25 minutes. So this is like the finale of Cracker Barrel. Will it get close to Austin? Not really. Not really. Austin, Texas is not under any warnings or anything like that. What time do we expect landfall? Anywhere from like 2 a.m. to like 5 a.m. It's gonna be landfall. I mean, we're already starting to get those those bands. You can actually see those bands are already starting to impact the core of the storm. Is let's see, yeah, the core of the storm's right in here. She's pretty close though. About 40 miles off the coast. About 0400. Yeah, is that military time? Yeah, because if that's UTC, that would be midnight. That's like right now. Oh, hold on a minute. I'm dumb. I'm really dumb. Oh, yeah, never mind. I'm right. Never mind. Sorry. Once again, I'm just a dumb moment. I'm just tired, and I'm not thinking completely straight right now. Yeah, 0400 is in 3 minutes UTC-wise. That's at midnight Eastern, 11 Central. That's not the point of landfall. Landfall is not expected until like 4 a.m. for you guys. So we're still several hours from landfall, but we're getting closer. Right now, we're kind of figuring out if she's a hurricane yet. That's what I'm kind of waiting on. Let's see here. Okay, no new info on the SFMR wind data set here. That pressure, look at that thing bottoming. Wow, bottoming out there right around 984-ish. Goodness. Ohio's not going to see the winds out of this here. Ohio might get a little bit of rain from it, but yeah, Ohio's not. Honestly, it's just going to be a rainstorm for you guys up there. It's not a big deal. Let's see here. Oh, guys, it's a hurricane. It's officially a hurricane. I just got a... Yep. So Hurricane Center issues tropical cyclone update at 11 p.m. Central Daylight Time. Beryl is again a hurricane. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, Cracker Barrel is a hurricane. She's a Cat 1. You just heard it here. You just heard it here. Brand new update. I just got a tweet on it. That's I get early tweets before it becomes public. So, ladies and gentlemen, y'all, it is a Cat 1. I'm not sure the strength, though. Let me pull up NHC here. Did they update it on the main page yet? Yep, there it is. 75 sustained. Y'all see it? 75 sustained, 985 pressure. It's literally their quote is, Beryl is again a hurricane. That's... Holy cow. Holy cow. Alrighty. So they must have just found data. They must have just got the data as they flew into the core that she's a hurricane. Oh, lovely. Did they update that? They did not update the icon yet. Let me do let me fix this on our mainstream, guys, real quickly for y'all. I need to update the thing. So you see how it says T? It stands for tropical storm. Not for the shorts, people. It's on my other stream. Let me update this. She's at 985? Yes, 985 millibars. Sustained at 75 miles an hour. 985. And let's go to category. We're going to change that to a 1. There you go. All right. She did it. She's a hurricane again. We're going to hop back main page here. Let's see. Yeah, we're at 8% battery, guys. All right, so we're going to wind this up soon, guys. We just found out that she's a hurricane again. Mandatory evacuation and... do they really do a mandatory? Is it voluntary or mandatory? And... let's see, near Corpus... What? Corpus Christi? There's no hurricane warnings out there. There's not even any hurricane warnings out there. Huh. Anyways. Yep, so yeah, there you go. The hurricane hunters are now they're now going south again. They're looking at the western side of the storm. We've been following these hurricane hunters ever since they took off from Gulfport. You're welcome, Tina. No problem. Yeah, we just hit 2 hours and 30 minutes of streaming on my other main, on my other stream right now. And my YouTube Shorts one just hit an hour. So You guys, I think we're going to roll it off on both streams for now. We'll go live again here in a couple of hours, guys. So, yes, Juan, it did become a hurricane. It's a Cat 1 again. Lower end, 75 sustained, 985 millibar low. But yeah, we're going to head off here, guys. I'm going to head off here for now. I'm going to go live in a couple hours, okay? I'm going to go live in a couple of hours. I need to charge up my phone. I'm at 7% for one. I need to just rest up again, too. I need to get some food in me as well. So drink a lot of coffee and stuff like that, so I'll have to stay up for this. What's the update track? So it looks like the most likely track here of the storm is going to be going... Let's see here. Most likely track of the storm here is going to be going over Houston areas. So they did extend hurricane warnings into Galveston overall. So, and Baker says get some rest. We need you. Absolutely, yeah. I'm gonna be here for you guys. Just give me a little bit of time to rest up, and then we'll be back at it. What was I gonna do? Here we go. Here's the cone for the people who want to know it. Yeah, there's the latest cone right here. Latest update here. It'll be 75 sustained hurricane as it crushes through. Crushes is a very violent word. I should say as it goes over land here. Yeah, crush is probably not the best word to use. As it goes over land here. It'll go right around Bay City, Lake Jackson area. Right as it approaches those regions, it'll be at 75 sustained still. So we're likely going to pick up strength over the next couple of hours. Ava says, thank you, see you in a little while. Sounds good, Ava. Thanks for joining. What states will this hit? Texas regarding hurricane and tropical storm force winds or conditions. Texas is the one that's going to feel those. Then rain. It could rain across portions of the Midwest and the Ohio Valley. But at this point, the wind field's going to be gone. Just rain. Literally just a rainstorm for you all up there. For you guys down here, it's still pretty windy and stuff. Derek says, great work, love your commentary. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. But, all right, guys. That's going to go ahead and wrap it up. If you guys haven't already, consider leaving a like and hitting that subscribe button for me. It'll be greatly appreciated, y'all. Thank you. Like I said, it helps me out. Helps YouTube, feature us more. If you guys could subscribe and like, it would be much appreciated. Once again, I thank you all for being here. We'll be back live again here in a couple of hours. I need to go grab some food and caffeine. So... once again, thank you all for being here. Deeply appreciate it. And all right, I'm gonna go ahead and head off here on my my YouTube Shorts page. Go ahead and say goodbye to your other streamer. Literally me. So this is a face reveal actually for people on this here. And then say goodbye to chat. This is chat on my other stream. Say goodbye to chat. And then my other stream. Say goodbye. Y'all like my phone case, by the way? Pretty cool. Say goodbye to your other family. Alright, guys. See you later. Y'all take care. Catch you in the next one. Alrighty. Alright, guys. On my other stream, y'all take care. Gonna head off for now. We'll catch y'all with another update here in a little bit. About 2 hours or so. Maybe. A little bit more. Possibly. Just whenever it comes near landfall, that's when I'm going to go live. Okay? Because I need to get some rest and stuff. But, alrighty, guys. See you later. Thanks for joining. We'll see ya in the next one.